Man plant the seed. Okay? So,
if you want, man, I remember I used to go out with I used to take an ugly chick out with me on purpose. Just to get other chicks.
A lot of these women choose men who are weaker or choose men who are fuckboys and then complain about the very same
and then want them to be an alpha male and all this dominant shit.
And you into doing something, you gotta be careful about that type of shit. Jay, what you writing over there? You trying to steal another idea? You stealing another idea? Tell the truth, ain't you?
Nah, I just came up with an idea.
It has nothing to do with that.
Yo, what's good, everybody? This your boy JTL, aka Op from the North, back with another one. Before I get started, please make sure y'all like, share it, let other people know it's going down. Also, make sure you subscribe if this is your first time over here on the JBJ Network. All right, so tonight got a good show for y'all. We're gonna talk about some of this foolishness that's going on with this notorious case of Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. I know y'all been hearing all the updates and what's been going on and all of the bullshit. Yeah, so we're gonna get into it. So let's talk about when it first went down. When it first went down, I believe March of 2020, pandemic just hit, right? Everybody was wondering what was going on because at first it was something about they was at Kylie Jenner house, a fight broke out, and then they started busting shots, and then the police said something about Tory's. What he said, his statement was he was just trying to protect this girl or whatnot. Now, what's so crazy about the whole situation is the fact that, hey, you know, it just didn't make no sense at first. Then a little time went forth, nobody really said nothing. Everybody was still trying to find out what was happening. Then certain speculations and rumors came out, like, you know, it was Tory got in a fight with some guy. I remember hearing that, and then that's when he started shooting because the guy disrespected Megan or something like that. Now, mind you, at this time, nobody knew that allegedly, well, not allegedly, because she admitted to it on the stand. Nobody really knew that Tory was messing with Kelsey first. Everybody only knew that he was messing with Meg. Like, I remember some information coming out about them being booed up during the pandemic or whatever. And it was like, you know, when the pandemic was going to start. And I was like, wow, really? They mess with each other? Damn, that was out of nowhere. But then next thing you know, the fight happened. And still nothing came out about Kelsey just yet. Then Meg came online, started talking about what she went through. Yeah, unfortunately, she was shot, but she's okay. Thanks to everybody for checking on her, blah, 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 all this shit. So next thing you know, they started putting out more rumors. Like, this is how the entertainment industry works. It's kind of like high school, right? They start putting all this information out, talking about, oh, this happened, that happened. Somebody was messing with such and such and all that. So like, what? Kind of find out. That's when we started finding out that Kelsey was messing with Tory first. Then that started coming out. The next thing you know, Meg got online and was like, oh, Tory, since you want to play around with me and all that, I'm going to go ahead and let the world know you shot me. Everybody was like, what the fuck? Huh? Really? It just blew people's mind that she would even say that, because it didn't make any sense, because the story was not that. Then also came out, well, my bad, right before that came out, was saying she stepped on some glass or something like that. That's when she came out with the he shot me shit. But it still didn't make any sense, you know what I'm saying? And then it came out that he was messing with Kelsey. And then she got mad about that. She was jealous about the fact that he was flirting with Kylie Jenner and all this stuff just started coming out. So how is it that situation happens and then now it's Tory shot you or whatever, but it just didn't make any sense. The story just didn't make any sense. The math wasn't mathing. So this young man was dealing with Megan Thee Stallion first. He was dealing with Kelsey first. So Megan hooked Kelsey up with Tory at the Rock Nation brunch. They messing around, smashed several times, really kicking it kind of hard. She gets sick, had to go back to Houston and kind of find out now they're smashing. Megan went over there and started smashing. Allegedly, she did the same thing with Ben Simmons. Then allegedly, she did the same thing with the baby. So that made more sense of why something would happen. Real quick to the chat. What's good, Omega? Yeah, you was the first person in here. Appreciate you. Got G2 in. She said, sup, op. What's good with your G2? So it just didn't make no sense. Megan's story was, oh, well, they was arguing because I wanted to leave early. They didn't want to leave the party. We get in the truck. They still arguing. I jump out the truck. Next thing I know, I hear a dance bitch. I closed my eyes because I was scared. And next thing I know, the gunshots rang off. Then Kelsey sends a text message saying, help, Meg's been shot. But the police come, lock Kelsey up, Tory up, and his driver up. Meg goes to the hospital. They asked what happened. She said she stepped on glass. They took out bullet fragments and then said, these are bullet fragments. And she said, oh, I didn't know that. That should have been an issue in the first place. Like I said, then all the stuff come out. But it just didn't make any sense that you mean to tell me he shot you because you was ready to leave a party. No, what makes sense, just going off the facts. Ever since I heard that start coming out, that made more sense. What made more sense is y'all was at the party. He was flirting with Kylie Jenner. You didn't like that shit. You got mad, was ready to leave, but then you came back like, fuck that. I ain't leaving this eggplant here with this bitch. I ain't doing that. You make him leave. Y'all get in the truck. Y'all still arguing about that. You hyping up Kelsey, talking about he all in this bitch face. Tory tells her, how you gonna take up for Meg when Meg backdoored you for me? She came over and we was fucking around. And she did it with Ben Simmons. And she did it with the baby. That made more sense for them to get into a fight because of that. Kelsey snaps. They get into a fight. Now, this is one part that's interesting to me because I seen this on the update. They were saying that they tested the magazine, the clip in the 9mm that they got from the scene of the crime. And they said it was tested and a female DNA came back on the magazine clip. So I'm thinking, well, they had tested Kelsey, but they didn't find her DNA on it. They found gunpowder on her, but they didn't find her DNA on the clip. So I'm thinking, well, damn, is it possible when they was about to fight that Meg went in and grabbed the hammer, put the clip in, and was finna pop her? But they started tussling over the gun, and that's how the gun probably went off. And she made a mistake, popped herself. I don't know. That's something that we may need to question. I don't know. It's something we may need to question. But with all that being said, now we having these discussions back and forth about what happened, and it just adding more and more flame, a fuel to the flames of the gender war, especially when it comes to black men and black women. Everybody arguing so much now these days because of this case, and majority of men that are talking about this are saying the same thing. Like, well, there's two sides. Either one side, men are saying Tory was wrong because she tried to say in the court case that everybody was taking Tory's side, being misogynistic, especially in the rap game and entertainment industry. I remember when this first came out, everybody was taking her side. T.I., Rick Ross, a gang of other people, men. She started Black Men Don't Protect Black Women campaign bullshit. Used the late Breonna Taylor, God rest her soul, situation in it. And what bothers me, because you just stay making hoe music. Like, where's the real women empowerment? Being able to throw your box around is not women's empowerment. Any woman can do that. But that's what she started doing. So like I said, it's been going around and now everybody's arguing about the shit. And that's what we come to. I saw a video on Comedy Hype, and you had the comedian Pierre and Yamanika arguing about this shit. This shit is crazy. But again, like I said before, make sure you like, share, subscribe if this your first time checking it out. Make sure you follow me on Facebook. If you not, we about to get into it because this is just adding to the gender war, guys. It's just adding to bullshit. So let's get into the bullshit.
Everyone's been talking about the ongoing Tory Lanez trial as witnesses have started to take the stand. Megan Thee Stallion would take the stand as a witness for the prosecution, making this the first time she's spoken in detail about the night when Tory Lanez allegedly shot her in the foot back in the summer of 2020. During her testimony, Megan said that the assault was the result of an argument she had with Lanez and her former best friend and assistant, Kelsey Harris. According to the Los Angeles Times, on the stand, she said, "I can't even be happy. I can't hold conversations with people for a long time. I don't feel like I want to be on this earth. I wish he would just have shot and killed me if I knew I would have to go through this torture."
I seen something online. It was a meme real quick, y'all. This shit was hilarious. I seen something online. Dude was like, damn, she saying she wish she would have died instead of being held accountable. Getting held accountable for lying, sis. Getting held accountable today.
Now, ever since this incident was made public, sides have been chosen, leading us to wonder if the campaign Protect Black Women is just the talk in our community. And are Black women more loyal to Black men? Today, we have our Comedy Hype analysts, Yamanika Saunders and Pierre, calling to the show to give their thoughts and reactions. Now, I want to give a little update first, just to kind of set the tone for people that may not be aware. So right now, we've currently heard from Megan Thee Stallion on the stand, and today, her former best friend, Kelsey Harris, will also hit the stage. As I mentioned previously, in the intro, Megan Thee Stallion lately, her recent statements were, hey, I wish that I would have just been shot and killed if I knew that I had to go through this torture. So I want to start with you, Yamanika. I want to get your reaction and just your thoughts on this trial.
I mean, the question has always been like, has she been shot? Was she shot? Which I thought was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, that's something that can be determined whether she was shot or not. I think that it has shown very obviously that there is a very consistent divide, and not only just the hip hop community, but the Black community amongst men and women. There is a lack of protection, love, and consideration when it comes to Black women, and especially in the midst of violent acts. And it's quite sad to see it unfold, and it's quite sad to see this play out for somebody who is, trying to be an example of women empowerment and, esteem for young girls and things of that.
Now, I got to stop right there. She said that Megan should be somebody who's women empowerment and a role model for young girls. So body yada yada is supposed to be something that young girls should look up to. Hands on your knees, ass on his face should be women's empowerment or something that's a role model for young girls. That's what we should get our girls to listen to. Fucking a woman's husband and taking his money is something that we should tell our young girls to aspire to do. Okay.
Nature, and someone who just recently lost their mother. So, I really feel bad for Megan during all of this time.
Absolutely. Pierre, let me bring you in. I know there's a lot of layers to this, but just with the recent updates and everything going on, I'd love to get your reaction and just your overall thoughts on this trial.
I have many of the sentiments that Yamanika has, but one. When you start lying from the rip, and now you're asking somebody to believe you, you put it in your situation. When she first said she wasn't shot, she stepped on some glass. Right there's the lie. If she would have said that right then and there, hey, he shot me, we can move forward with that. But for her trying to protect him, which made us believe, okay, maybe she went on glass. Now it's turning into, no, he shot me. Well, if you start off with a lie, you're putting yourself behind, the 8 ball to try to be believed. And some people won't believe you now, and I'm not saying she wasn't shot. But the point of it, you say you weren't shot, and then you say, no, I am shot. Well, you shot? You're not shot? What's shot? Now, I believe she was shot. So it is not going to be hard to find out if she was shot or not. They go back to the place where the car was at. You can see, with the gun, you can see bullet holes in it.
Now, mind you, even though he said he believed she was shot, he believes she was shot. They found the fragment, so, hey, I stand corrected on that. I thought she was capping on it because she went right back to twerking. So maybe it was like a ricochet and some fragments hitting the foot. But he said that. But watch how Yamanika still responds. She doesn't care that he said he believes her.
Ground, you shoot at her feet a couple times, shot with 5 times, so you can see some scratches in the ground. But time has passed. She tried to save him, and now it's trying to get back into reverse because the city's coming after them, making them talk. I know she's quite sure she don't want to talk about it no more, but the city is now suing it and is putting her into it, and she feels very uncomfortable. So, you know, it started off on a bad note. He shouldn't have shot her in the first place, but, you know, she lied and said I didn't get shot. Now it's getting turned over to something else. So.
If I could I just want to interject something, and it's not, and it's to illuminate, and forgive me, today I am under the weather. It is to illuminate a point. You know, I've been in a situation where I was being attacked by a Black man, and the situation turned quite violent. And when it was asked upon me why I didn't call the police or why I didn't get the police involved, the first thing that ran through my mind is that this man was at such a heightened fever pitch in his aggression towards me and his demeanor that I instantly thought, if I call the police and the police show up and see him as a Black man at this level of anger and violence, that he would be killed. So I think what we don't consider is...
Now, see, I'm sorry, no disrespect to her because I don't know her or her situation personally. But I think it's some cap there. I think she probably, like they say, most DV is two-way aggression. It's not just normally one way. It's normally two-way. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the fact that it's usually both parties engaged in it. I remember real quick, Nas and Khalees, when they was married, they got a divorce. Years later, she want to come out and say what Nas did to her, right? But she said when her and Nas would get into it, especially if he was drinking, then he'll want to start something. She was the type to jump back in his face. Now, brother like me, coming up around the way, I done seen this a lot. Don't seem like somebody who jumping in somebody's face when they start something is not jumping in that person's face even when they don't start something. So I'm thinking Yamanika was jumping her dude face too, and that's why she ain't called the police. It wasn't just she want to protect them, and the dude was just putting his hands on her, laying hands on her like the pastor. I don't know if I believe that. Real quick, G2 said, okay, so as someone who is in the world daily, I recognize truth, and everything coming out of Megan's mouth has my ears bleeding from these lies. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you like this, G2. When she said she didn't have sexual relations with Tory, that's when I was like, oh, if all the females and some guys that are taking up for her saying Tory did what he did just heinously, if they don't see that she lied about that hey, she might be lying about some other things. Even you still trying to believe her story, I would respect somebody saying I don't want to just discount her being hurt, but that is questionable. She said she wasn't sleeping with dude, like, and people still believed her. It's crazy. G2 also said she got caught up on something she started and further spun her web by conveniently blaming the Black man on the scene, in my humble opinion. That's pretty much what happened. And it's crazy because they might as well went all the way out with a lie. They might as well say, oh, and his driver held me down while he popped me in my foot. You might as well went all the way out with it. We got Wally in the building. He says, salute. What's good with you, Wally? G2 came back and said, I used to live in a lifestyle filled with lies, and I would literally use anyone close to me to lie on to cover my own ass. Hey, it happens. It happens. A lot of women do that. Thank you for being honest. We got What We Know podcast in the building. Say what up, what's good with y'all? What's good? And G2 also said there's more damage done verbally and mentally in DV situations, and we all know who uses these types of weapons most of the time. Yeah, for real. It's more women on that, the verbal abuse and attack. But when it comes to the DV situations, they say it's majority two-sided. It's not just one person that was attacking the other person. But if you add in for those women that do the verbal abuse and where it heightens to that, then you will see the difference. But they don't really talk about that and cover that too much. They don't really keep statistics on the fact that a woman told a dude he had a little dick, or he was ugly, or his mama ain't shit, she a bitch. And that what made him choke the shit out of her. Because we hear certain women, but it's a lot of them, that will sit there and say they want a man that can handle them. Like, you like toxicity. I'm sorry. If you would sit there and say you want a man to handle you, I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, those are the women that start a lot of this shit while the police come, and then they'll lie.
How many times Black women are in situations that are quite violent at the hands, not that they can't be at the hands of other men, because this always becomes a point whenever I talk about the femicide rate for Black women being every 5 to 5.5 hours, Black women are being murdered. That is a disproportional rate to any other group of women who are being murdered, most of them at the hands of their partner, domestic partner. We don't take in consideration how much consideration Black women take when they're in violent situations, especially with Black men, to not only think about how they're going to protect themselves, but also how they're going to protect the man that is at that time their attacker or their aggressor.
And we also don't take into account that certain Black women get Black men deleted. We don't take into account when certain Black men are trying to protect Black women, they get deleted. They don't put that on the police report. They don't keep statistics in that situation. That's something else we don't take into account. We don't take into account of how many Black men go to jail for protecting a Black woman. We don't keep statistics on that. All they do is write down what you did and throw your ass in prison. They don't keep statistics on that. Matter of fact, you would have to actually, you would be hard pressed to really find it. But my thoughts on it is, if you look at things, that information that psychiatrists keep, or psychiatrists that work with the police department in DV situations. So if we don't really talk about that, then it's just going to be women like her talking about Black men doing it. And this is what we got to understand. All these situations come from proximity. It's not just you know what I'm saying, like just Black men. It's Black man. It's some Black man, some white man, some Asian man, some Arabic man. Like, every nationality or race or whatever that you look into, you will find in proximity. Everybody around their own group of people, neighborhood, spouse, family members, friends. Those where a lot of the statistics come from. But when we have somebody like this spew what she's spewing, it just seems like it's just Black men all the time. And I got a problem with that. I really got a problem with it, because I dealt with women before that when we broke up, I'm thinking we had an amicable split, and they started lying, and oh, you used me, or you didn't really care about me. And it's like, motherfucker, we was together for 8 years. What are you talking about? How could I be with somebody that I don't care for 8 years? Like, fuck out of it.
So I think there should be a lot more consideration about the mental state of a Black woman whenever she's in a violent situation with a Black man.
Absolutely. And I want to actually get some clarity on that. Pierre, I'll definitely let you come in. I just want to make sure I add in. Yeah. So I love to actually read Megan Thee Stallion, because she did speak on this. So just to give a little bit of backstory. So she does describe the argument between her and Tory Lanez that happened inside the vehicle. First, it started about them being intimate with one another. Then it's got into their careers and them kind of going, head to head. She said at that point, that's when she could tell like things, switched for him. So this was her statement on why she didn't call real
quick before she said why she didn't say what she should have said with the whole protecting Tory or whatever. What this young lady just read, I don't remember her name, the host right here, but what she just said about Megan since getting into talking about his career, they're getting an argument about sleeping with her. Megan didn't say that. Kelsey said that. Megan didn't tell the truth about that at all. Like I said earlier, only thing she brought up was the fact that she was ready to leave the party, they wasn't ready to leave. That's how you know it was a lie. Who gonna pop somebody because they don't want to leave a party? Fuck out of here. Maybe a fight could break out between some guys or girls, but a dude popping the shit because of that? No.
Or let the officers know, what exactly happened. So she said, at this time, we're at the height of police brutality. I felt if I said this man had shot me, they might shoot first and ask questions later. I don't feel safe in the car. I don't feel safe with the police. She then would add, first of all, in the Black community, in my community, it's not really acceptable to be cooperating with police officers. She also says, this whole situation in the industry is a big boys club. It's like I'm telling on one of y'all friends. Now you all are about to hate me. Pierre, I'm going to come to you because I know.
And that's some bullshit, because if you ain't about going to the police, you wouldn't have jumped online and said that he popped you because he was lying on you. You knew it was the truth. Rock Nation allowed you to get out there, because I'm blaming this on Rock Nation. They the managers. They the handlers. And if Rock Nation try to drop her later on, which I don't know what they're going to do, because I know they're going to spin the story afterwards, after whatever comes out. They're going to do their best to keep spinning the story. But she did a lot of lying, and she's still fucking lying. G2 said, you scream in any man's face obscenities long enough, then he's either going to swing or bounce. Only options. And if it don't stop when you return, well, exactly. We got Temple Supreme in the building. What's good with you, bro? All right. Well Talk Productions. What up? What's good? G2 also said, hold the F up. She said that's when it switched from him. Like, this chick just stayed calm and cool and collected the whole damn time. For real. Yeah. I don't see that being the truth, especially the way she is. She got arrested before for swinging on a boyfriend, but she made it seem like when she was in college, her ex-boyfriend, I guess he played baseball or basketball or something, didn't do nothing. Like, she didn't do nothing wrong. She said he was in her face, and then by the time she went to swing back, that's when the police came and he pressed charges on her. Mama got arrested, so I had to come get out of jail and all that. Yeah, okay, if you say so. And Web Talk Production said, didn't Rock Nation end the deal with her? Nah, she's still with them. It was from what I know, the only people I heard in the deal with her was Fenty, Rihanna's shit. That's the only thing I heard. All right, let's go back to this.
You wanted to add to that as well, but I'd love to ask, do you think there's more of a loyalty that comes from Black women, than what we see from Black men? Because here's a case where, she was the victim and she said, hey, I even though I am the victim, I don't want to see this man get hurt, and the possibility of what we've seen with police brutality. Pierre, I'll come to you.
Yes, I love my Black women. I've only been with Black women. My baby mama's a Black woman, and my wife a Black woman. So I love Black women. But I can't believe you want to tell me Black women might need some therapy. Because what you're telling me is you're willing to take an ass whooping to save another guy who don't give a damn about you. A guy shoots at you, and you want to be like, you know what? I don't want the police to hurt him. He's about to kill you, maybe. He's beating up Yamanika. Yamanika in a fight with somebody. He's beating her ass and shit. She got a fight strong with this dude. But then she gonna sit there and say, you know what? I don't want you to get hurt by the police. That man didn't give a damn about your life. And you're worried about his life? Really? Whatever, you have children. Do you just say, man, you're letting the door be open for many an ass whooping. If he knows you ain't gonna call the cops on him, ass whooping is coming towards you. So I'm not a Black woman, so maybe you Black women can tell me more why you want to get your behinds whooped constantly to save a Black man. Is it that great? He ain't worrying about saving you. He may kill you.
Right. I'll tell you exactly what's going on here. The problem is, and this is why I'm so vocal.
And I'm glad he said that, because that is something that needs to be taken into consideration. Bruh, you hear certain females say that all the time, and the excuse is, oh, psychological trauma, all this bullshit. But the biggest issue is when you go to talk about it happens so rampantly, man, you got females that will attack dudes and try to make them put their hands on them. I've even had the situation happen to me where I had to bounce, like G2 said earlier. I had to bounce. I had Black females do that to me. And I love my sisters, but at the same time, bro, some of them got trauma and they need to go to therapy, like Pierre said. That ain't no shot. That's the truth. Fuck my truth, your truth, they truth, his truth, her truth, whatever truth. It's the truth. Some of them need some real issues, because for a woman to say the reason why Black men will date out, especially white women, is because they know they can get away with some bullshit. No, that's a fucking lie. Because we know who led the feminist movement in this country. White women. So you gonna sit there and tell me white women gonna allow a man to whoop their ass, and they the main ones that talk about stand up for yourself? Get the fuck out of here. Stop it. Stop lying. It's just certain Black women are okay with the bullshit that they do. Certain ones. I ain't saying all, but certain ones. So let's keep it G over here, man. Let's stop the cap. G2 said, okay, there's truth in that victim lie. If you really the victim, then you gonna want him to pay some way. she wasn't no victim, and he became the victim when her lies started coming out. Yeah, for real, because he couldn't even say nothing. He wasn't able to say nothing. They put a gag order on him. He had one video where he talked about, what basically addressing her lies. Like, if I popped you, why would you get back in the vehicle with me? And then he tweet came out after she kept saying certain things. He was like, it's funny how you spun it. And then he put a gag order, which actually might have been a blessing for him in the end, if you think about it. It might have been good that he couldn't say nothing, because Meg going around here saying all this bullshit, and now she getting caught up all in her lies. So it might have been a good thing for him.
And I'm such a loud, big Bertha with one of my cats. Shout out to in the back. And I got 2 cats. Because there is a time in which Black women are sort of indoctrinated into this idea that we need to be loyal. And I do believe that Black women, to answer the question, we are disproportionately more loyal to Black men than Black men are loyal or protective to Black women.
Cap.
Black men divest out of the community at a disproportionate rate to Black women. You'll be hard pressed to find Black women who are looking at the stats of just available Black men who are healthy, not in prison, not on drugs, not doing this, and
stop the cap.
Put our options out to other men of other races. Hard for Black women to do that.
Stop the cap.
That shows our loyalty.
Stop the cap.
We also know that we have been driven in our heads that we have to protect our sons. We have to protect our fathers. The police are killing them. The police are abandoning them. We say Black men's names who have been killed by the police, so much so that we ignore Black women who have been killed by the police, so much so that we've had to create a campaign, go say her name,
Negro,
just to remind us to also talk about the Black women who have been murdered. So let's also understand that we are going into a new, very toxic environment of misogynoir. We have a lot of men who have, and this has been the influx of these Samuelites, these Kevin Samuel men who constantly have a problem with women, constantly these men who are, I'm going my own way and women are this.
Oh, she just said the brother Kevin Samuel's name. God rest the Godfather's soul. I'm going to get her for that.
This and that. You got red pill niggas, you got Mansfield niggas. There's like an uptick in the way that men vehemently hate women, especially Black women, continue to say that we don't take any accountability.
Y'all don't.
Continue to act like we are the problem and the
y'all are
scourge at all times. And also
some of y'all
also understand that Black women, in the attempt to reach Black men, to see where they're coming from, we are also now attacking one another in hopes that we just, when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Stop the cat. So, man, she said a lot of bullshit. First of all, the main thing I have an issue with is the fact that, okay, so red pill, manosphere, the manosphere, Black manosphere, Black man going their own way, save yourself, Black man, I be more, KS, rest in peace, trying to make it seem as if these movements or ideologies or the proxologies came because we hate women, especially Black women. No, it's the problem we have with the mindset of a majority of women in the West. It's a mindset. That's where passport bros come from. It's a mindset. It's not that we tripping because we hate women and this talking about dudes is misogynist, and no, it's not that. When we call somebody out, well, I mean, we call certain females out for bad behavior, and then we have so many, like, think about it like this. And this is what made a lot of Black people in general say F that, I'm out, when it comes to being liberal and all of that, is because you mean to tell me that we will sit here and say that if the police delete a Black man or Black woman and another police officer standing next to him don't call them out, hold them accountable, then they're just as complacent. We have a lot of females these days that's doing the same shit. They're being complacent. You know damn well your home girl keeping her kids away from the father and that man actually trying, but you'll sit there and co-sign that shit. You condone it. You know damn well your sister, your mama ran that man away that was trying, especially that man that was trying to be a stepfather. But then when we make movements or ideologies and have conversations with each other, we wrong and pieces of shit because what? We don't want to deal with it no more. Come on, man. Let's keep it funky in here, man. Let's keep it G. You know damn well a lot of these movements came because, like, man, we used to always keep this shit in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? Basketball court, barbershop talk about what's going on with women, and then we'll go back to our miserable lives for a lot of us. Majority of men ain't having sex like that. That's single, and majority of men in marriages ain't having sex like that, and they married. Don't try to make it seem like we ain't shit because we speaking up. It's us fellowship. That's all it is, fellowship. Same way women get to do, but women get to come out there and talk about cutting a man penis off and throwing it in a blender, and that's funny. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Come on, man. All right, let me go to the comments real quick before we go back to this bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, G2 said bullshit. Wallace said, shaking my head, it's a short damn numbers. Stop all these lies, sweetheart. We barely switch. The Omega said, this kind of shit is why I am one of the passport bros. Hey, I got my passport too. I ain't used it yet, but I got mine too, Omega. I already told you on one of your shorts why I don't even get bothered. I teach CPL classes, and I would be damned if some girl calls me TBC. And then Omega said, continue to lose my rights to pair. What We Know podcast says she talking all this black women bullshit, but not addressing that 2 black women lying on a black man. Man, they don't care. They don't care, and they know what they're doing. The only reason why Kelsey is dropping truth bombs in the courtroom right now is because Megan's stupid ass keep coming out of her mouth and saying dumb shit. She said when she lied and said I wasn't a true friend and had her back, that's when I was like, fuck this bitch. That's basically what she said in the courtroom. Megan said the red pill is candy, I am black pill. All right, I got you. G2 said the truth movement is being fought against hard as fuck. I'm telling you, cancel culture is a motherfucker. Got Marcus in the building. What's good, Marcus? Said shout out to Op, Wally Web Talk. Let's talk, Jay. And then Wally says, we don't hate, we speak on facts by the view. If I ask a club owner what is the diversity within his club, who you think is there more? That we already know the answer to that. Let's get back to some of this headache shit.
So let me say I think this is a great conversation. I'm really happy to be having it with both of you because I feel like both of you give the truth and a lot of insight to this. So Pierre, let me come back to you because I think you posed a great question. So let me ask this: do you think the campaign Protect Black Women hurts our community or helps our community more? And I'll try to explain that just a little more because as what you said, you know, there's a strong loyalty that Black women have for Black men. And it's almost as if, you know, that slogan can be saying, hey, we want that exact same thing. Do you think that will hurt us more if we have such a strong loyalty where we're really willing to put ourselves in harm's way? And then also on the other side, you know, I'll start there. It's so much. I'll start there. Do you think that, you know, the campaign Protect Black Women hurts us more, or you know what exactly is in that? Does it divide us more than it brings us together?
No. Black women deserve to be protected. That's the whole point. They should be protected, and you should be protected against black men who are bringing violence to you also. And you should have the mindset to say, hey man, I get protecting a black woman want to protect a black man, but in certain scenarios, not when you whooping your ass and shooting at you. Come on now, if he's like, you know, I'm making up, maybe he's done something illegal and the cops come in and, you know, you might want to make sure after he is at your house, or you may stand up for his personality on the court, you know, on the stand. I get that. But if a black man is bringing violence to you and you're a black woman, all that loyalty need to get out the window. Now, you can sit there and say what you want to about it. Now, I got to stay with him. You ain't going to shoot me and beat me up. And I'm going to still say, no, I don't want to call the police. My all swollen up. It's a mindset. We got to get rid of those guys. Those are violent men. They need to be in jail. They need to be in jail where other good men on the street can get an opportunity to get with a good woman who's taking that abuse. It shouldn't be taking that abuse. So that's solid.
See, I'm glad he said that. I'm glad the brother Pierre said that. Now, mind you, Cause me and my brother Jay had a conversation about this. So normally Pierre be saying some more shit. Like it sounds like he's sipping too hard. But on this one, I gotta agree with him. A lot of women make it very, very difficult for the good black men to shine. And in general, a lot of women do this too. But specifically in our community, black women make it very, very difficult, right? For good brothers to be there for them. If you mean to tell me, and I'm gonna tell this quick scenario or story real quick of what I'm talking about. So one time, you know, my pops, his neighbor, young lady, going to work, got kids and stuff like that. She got this ex-felon staying at her house. The ex-felon didn't have no kids by her. She had like 4 kids. I think she even had another one while he was in jail. He was in jail in prison for some years. Had mental issues too. So he started physically putting his hands on her. Family members come, tell her, black men, it was her cousin, one of her older cousins. He come over there, tell this sucker, hey, stop putting your hands on my little cousin or you gonna get effed up around here. Believe that. He warns him. He let him know, hey, I'm hearing she missing days at work. She come to work, she had an arm in a cast, in a sling, black spots around the eyes and shit. You touch her again, I'm gonna F you up. Now, mind you, the first time he should have got him up out of there. But she let him stay. About a week passed. My pop just happened to be coming home from work. He see this same relative of his neighbor pull up in a pickup truck, but this time he mobbed deep. Got a gang of his cousins with him and shit like that, and brothers. Say about 10, 11 of them. They bum rush the house, throw his ass out the house like Jazz off Fresh Prince, like, whooped his ass. Wazaza zipped his ass. Throw him on the ground. He tried to get up. They helped him up and slammed him again. After they whooped his ass, he got missing about a week. Guess what happened? My pop's neighbor took this joker back again. This time, the family member was like, we done. That's your business. That's how some women, especially black women, lose their protection. You a grown-ass woman. You got this joker around your kids, this fuck boy around your kids, and he putting hands on you. We whoop his ass and to get him out of your house, and then you let him back in your house. That's what Pierre is talking about. How the hell are we supposed to help you and protect you if you mean to fucking tell me that you still co-signing the bullshit? Come on, man. What are we talking about? Omega says black pill. This shit is fucked up. Fuck this shit and I'm out. He also said black women are lost. I am gays with the Brazilian woman. Hey, that's your business, bro. That's your business. G2 said, so the homegirl would have continued to back up Megan's lies if Megan didn't run her mouth on her homegirl. So the loyalty lies where the benefits rest and is gone when the benefits lead. Yeah, she also after the situation happened, she kicked her out of the little spot they were staying in, whether it was an Airbnb or something like that. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Like, she's basically saying that on the stand. Like, she was frustrated. The lawyer asked the defense lawyer, like, what's wrong with you? I'm just tired of these lies. She lied to me like I wasn't her real friend and all that. So that's why she was like, ever. G2 also said, which leads the question to where men receive majority of their benefits and where women receive their benefits. That's a good question. That's a good question. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, Yamanika, let me phrase that question to you as well. And I want to, because like I said, this is so much, right? There's so many layers to this. There are just so many facts, so many things that we're still waiting to unfold. But Yamanika, let me bring that same question to you. The campaign Protect Black Women, do you feel that like it's been hijacked a little bit to kind of divide us as opposed to, bringing us together, which is what I feel like that's what it was created for. Hey, we're seeing this divide. Let's come together to protect one another. So, do you think it's been hijacked? And if so, do you think it should be more so of like protect us as a people, as a community, as opposed to, because it seems to be dividing us. And now, in this case with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, nobody's focused on the truth anymore. Everybody's focused on, hey, if you take Tories, you don't like black women, or if you, take Megan, you don't like black men. And it seems to be more divide than a, bringing together. What are your thoughts, Yamaneika? I love to.
Damn.
I know it's.
I understood you. I understood you, Symphony, and it is complicated, and it's unfortunate that a lot of times the things that happen in the media, they also have to be an example of what is happening on the lower surface of our community, because this is. Let's not forget Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez and their public figures, and there's a whole other circus that's happening there. But I think that we keep saying protect Black women because it was surprising to me. I'm not, I'm not listening. I don't know. I didn't know Tory Lanez before this. I'm sorry. I wasn't really into whatever he was doing. And Megan Thee Stallion, she was giving me the whaps and what I like. And I understood as soon as I saw Megan, because I understand her and I understand what Black women like that, who are powerful and strong and who are telling motherfuckers to back up. And I understand that comes from women who have been beaten down. That comes from the type of woman who has been, she's a big girl, she's tall.
Hold on. I had to stop right there. She said women like that, and that's what's the problem at. That means you a woman like her. That's why you can relate to it, huh? Big and strong and all that. The problem with Megan, which I'm sure is since she can relate to that, problem with women like Megan and Yamaneika is the fact that y'all put yourself in stupid ass situations and you think that men are supposed to dive out the window with a fucking towel cape on and can't fly and save you every time when you can't win. When they whipping a man's ass, it's fine. When they cutting a man down with their verbiage, it's fine. Yeah, I know what type of heifers y'all are. What up, man? We got my brother JVJ in the building, man. Say what's up to the people. Let them know what time it is, man. Let them know where they can catch you at. What we got going on, man? What you working on?
Man, I couldn't get the round of applause when I can't. Hold on, let me get myself here. Hold on. Let me get down here. Man, I got to scroll a lot.
No, I got the best. I got a good one for you.
Yeah, I like that one. That's I forget the name of that movie. All right, man, what's going on, y'all, man? What we talking about tonight, man? What we got popping? We talking about Megan Lioness? Get crunk to it.
Go ahead. You already know what we talking about.
All right, look, y'all. Appreciate everybody watching. I put the link if you're watching over on Let's Talk with JVJ to click the link in the chat. It'll bring you right into the video on the JVJ network. Sub up if you haven't subbed up over there. And yeah, that's all I got.
All right. So
check that poll out. I want y'all to vote on that poll in the chat too.
Oh, you put it in the chat? Okay, yeah. Make sure y'all click on that, vote on that when you get a chance. So so far what you heard, because there's more to come, plenty more. What's your thoughts?
That lady need to shut her mouth. She need to just be quiet. Like she going down the wrong hole, and she wonder why some dudes don't want to be around them. Some dudes got their passports and leave the country. Like the stuff she's saying, it sounds all beautiful and empowering for herself, but she doesn't understand the effects of how other people receive that stuff. So she might want to be quiet.
And G2's had this to say. No, ma'am. She ain't powerful or strong. She willingly bends to the worldly BS that's weak as F. Yeah. We got Lexus in the building. Lexus from Texas. What's good with you? What's up? What's popping? Let's go to some more of this nonsense.
We have to remember that in the Black community, and Black men will say it themselves, all you got to do is look at the comment section for comedy hype. They'll tell you 100 different ways why I don't need to be protected and why I don't deserve a man, because I'm fat, I'm overweight, I'm old, I ain't got this, don't no man want me. Like these men categorize what protection is for Black women based on vanity and aesthetics. And unfortunately, this culture that Kevin Samuels created, whereas post-wall, if you're over 25 or 30, if you got kids, unrealistic things that if you are a person living life, you probably will have children. You are going to get, everybody's getting older every day. So they become unrealistic things that women are now trying to figure out. I can't You know, we have to remember that in the Black community, and Black men will say it themselves. All you got to do is look at the comment section for comedy hype. They'll tell you 100 different ways why I don't need to be protected and why I don't deserve a man, because I'm fat, I'm overweight, I'm old, I ain't got this, don't no man want me. Like these men categorize what protection is for Black women based on vanity and aesthetics. And unfortunately, this culture that Kevin Samuels created, whereas
now I want to know, how did Kevin Samuels create a culture of men not wanting an old ass woman that they can't have kids with? Men not wanting to deal with overweight women that they're not attracted to. Men not wanting to deal with women who have bad attitudes. Explain to me how Kevin Samuels started that movement. I mean, Jay, you've been in the locker room before, basketball court, football field, soccer field. You've been in the barbershop before. Were we having these conversations as men, be honest, before or after Kevin Samuels came to the scene?
Long before.
So, if a woman got an attitude problem jumping in your face, is that somebody you want to deal with?
Nope.
If Kevin started this, then how come he had dudes coming on this show that was like around in their 60s saying the same shit and saying they appreciate? And matter of fact, he had a bunch of women that appreciated him telling the truth. That he used to come on the show all the time and show him love, like, I appreciate you. You helped me change, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, my husband listened to your show. I ain't like you at first, but now I respect where you're coming from because you do tell the truth. So Kevin Samuels don't get no respect for none of that. But he started the culture of hating women, especially Black women, right?
Mm-hmm.
He started that shit.
Yep.
And these females didn't know him until 2020.
You know why she think that?
Wow, tell me, my brother.
First off, she's talking out the side of one of her double necks, but that's besides the point.
That's Kevin Samuels' fault. Go ahead.
Yeah, but a lot of the ladies that feel the way that she feels and talks the way that she talks have been the loudest person in the room for the last 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years.
Uh-huh.
So, and the men have been very quiet about their concerns when it comes to our community, the relationships that we're in, like their grievances. They've been very quiet about it. They didn't even care, didn't even know who Kevin was when he first started off. But as soon as Kevin started getting a lot of attention, even for the ones that did not like him, it's like they say, if they build it, they will come. If we build it, they will come. So once Kevin got popping, these ladies start tuning in. This is nothing new. She's heard this many a times. The problem is that more people are gravitating to it, and she's seeing more and more men finally speaking up. That's why it's an issue for her. But it's very funny to me how she sits here and says that Kevin put this into the world where these men have unrealistic expectations. That's bullshit. Stop projecting, boo-boo. The problem is now you have a problem with men saying what they actually want. Men actually valuing themselves. Men actually having standards. And he's calling men out to be better. Women have always said they wanted a top dog. You didn't hear men over here complaining about it. But now the dudes are saying, nah, she got multiple kids, I don't want to be with her. She's overweight and out of shape, I don't want to be with her. And it ain't no problem with that. You shouldn't feel bad about it. Now he's causing the issue. No, boo-boo. Your expectations are way up here. Men are actually just getting some now.
Let me go to the chat real quick.
Oh, yeah, they loading you up.
While it says hashtag protect the woman, it's just that simple. Mega says it is unrealistic to expect a man to lower his standards. And the projection is strong with this ham beast. PA says, PA Texas in the building. What's good with you? He says he wasn't an innovator. He was a reporter.
There you go.
G2 says, oh, bullshit again. I'm old, fat, a single mom of 4, and I decline dates from both Black and white men. Great men. I just ain't there yet. So, boo, these men want women of good character, period, with a T at the end. G2 also said, by the way, I love Kevin Samuels on his ass. Rest in peace to KS. And then Omega says, lower standards putting up with this sort of nonsense. Your finances for Pookie and Ray Ray's bastards, macho chicks. If you don't date a trans woman, you ain't straight. Oh, all of this ghetto cat. Hold on, I had seen some. Oh yeah, this is where I want to go back. PA said with a wig on. That's still from Juice with a wig on.
Oh shit.
Pork chops. Got pork chops in the building. But yeah, I just want to say real quick. The crazy thing about it is she's most likely mad that guys don't want her. Or that she wants. That's the same thing as like Lonnie Love Big Ass from the what's it? Not the View, the Talk, the Real or whatever.
Something, whatever, one of them though.
But you can't get mad like certain women and people, men in general too, certain men and women out there think that just because you a certain race that entitles you to whoever you want. That's not how that shit work. Because even if say that person is with somebody, these women will still cheat. Remember what you said, Jay? These women don't have a problem with the cheating when they're the cheatee. They have a problem when they're getting cheated on. That's some real ass shit. Cause it's like, okay, but you'll be the side piece. But when you the main chick, you don't want him to have a side piece. You got with him as a side piece, so you already know how he move. Did you establish that? Probably not. But that's not KS' fault. Like PA said, he wasn't an innovator. He was a reporter. He was just reporting what men wanted and what men thought. So let's go back to Still. I mean Yamanika.
Post-war, if you're over 25 or 30, if you got kids, unrealistic things that if you are a person living life, you probably will have children. You are going to get, everybody's getting older every day. So they become unrealistic things that women are now trying to.
Now, if you keep your fucking legs closed,
figure out, I can't go against these things that are natural to me. I feel unprotected. So more women are being vocal about feeling unprotected, especially in the Black community, because Black women are going to feel it.
Black man being vocal too.
We are part of a
keyword. She said feel.
And then the women in that
we think
so feeling marginalized is a double down.
What are you doing today to change your mood?
Y'all don't get mad at me. I ain't paying for this shit.
Man, should have said something to me.
We also have to understand that people exploit Black women and Black women's plight. You know,
y'all exploit yourselves too.
Just had this situation with Trevor Noah when he closed his show out, thank Black women, right? And there was a big hoopla about that, and people were complaining, oh, Black women are never happy. He thanked Black women. Look how ungrateful Black women were. And while on the one hand, I appreciate Trevor Noah taking the time to say thank you to the Black women, it was the way in which he presented how he understood Black women were showing up in his life as a support system, as his mama, as his auntie putting Vaseline on his face, cleaning him up, supporting him, telling him he's loved, standing in the gap for him, but never in, oh, this Black woman that I love, that I had as my partner, who I find romance in, who I find beauty. So we continuously look at Black women.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me they always say, what about your sister, your mama, and all that shit, right? They always say that. So he's showing love because of that mama, sister, auntie, but that's not enough.
Hell no.
If he ain't dating you, that ain't enough. That's the entitlement shit I'm talking about. He don't have to fucking date you. He don't have to date you. He don't have to date a Black woman just to make you feel like there's hope for you in your life. These females got to stop that bullshit. You can't go off what somebody else doing and they like. The man is mixed first and foremost. So if he date Black or white, so what? He's mixed. He's mixed race. So if he date a white woman, so the fuck what? He can do that. His dad is white. So we're so bad that a lot of us expect mixed race children to disown one of their parents. Are you fucking kidding me?
To make you feel good.
To make you feel good. Even if he dated a Black woman, that don't mean your big ass gonna get no damn man.
Oh, you'd be mad that he ain't with them. You know, the goalposts get moved. Oh, he dating her.
Exactly. It's just an excuse. Because I guarantee you this, if he would with a light-skinned Black woman, it still be a problem.
Oh, this definitely gonna be a problem.
And he's light-skinned. I done dated chicks before that. Oh, I like light-skinned, man. I ain't never say nothing. Oh, you a old self-hating ass bitch. I ain't never do that. So a Black man dated a light-skinned woman. When Tyrese was married to a light-skinned woman, it was a problem. Trey Songz, who your complexion, dated a light-skinned woman, it's a problem. It's like the man basically light skinned. He just like pecan tan. So what? Chris Brown like light skinned women. He's light as fuck. He's waffle color beige.
Mhm.
Are you fucking kidding me? Grow up. That's what we need to start calling out about this ignorance. Grow up. When I hear women say that shit, like they got mad at Trey Songz, oh, he only had light skinned women and he wouldn't let my dark skinned ass in his VIP. So what? He don't owe you. He don't know you. Grow the fuck up.
Don't owe you shit. Put your dick up.
Wallace said, okay, so please define the protection women aren't getting. Please explain.
Oh, me.
Yeah, well, you go ahead because she ain't gonna say it, but go ahead.
Yeah, this shit's funny, man. I did a video on this the other day, and I want everybody to think about it on the panel. I think I put this crap on TikTok. But protection. A lot of these ladies like her, and a lot of guys view it this way, so I want to open everybody's mind to it. Protection is more than me just putting my motherfucking hands on somebody. Protection is way more than me just putting my physical hands on somebody else. Protection can be like, don't go down that street. Get your butt home by a certain amount of time. Don't wear that. Don't be hanging out with them. Protection comes in many forms. The problem is she's talking about black women are not protected. Black women push back on the protection. And it's not just black women. Women of all races do it, but since we over here in this community, that's what we focusing on. Black women push back on what we tell them. We tell them all the time, stop putting all that stuff in your hair. We want to see you natural. You don't tell me what to do. Now your hair falling out at 35. We tell you don't be wearing those type of clothes. You're going to attract the wrong dudes. You don't tell me what to do. 3 years later, she got 3 babies by Pookies. I'm just saying, look, boo, we've been trying to protect you. You don't listen to us. That's what it comes down to. You don't listen to us. I'm not finna go over here and lose my life every 5 seconds to get you out of a situation that you got yourself into. That's the type of protection that they want. Like those 2 brothers got killed by that girl's baby daddy because she got mad at him. She left, got the brothers came back, and they thought they was gonna go in there and whoop his ass. They don't talk about that protection. They don't talk about the dude that lost his life up in New York at the bodega getting stabbed because his girl ain't got no money on her card. We ain't gonna talk about that protection. These dudes lose their lives running up behind these ladies. That's what they want to see. But when we give them that real protection of preventing these problems from even happening, that ain't happening. That ain't protection. That's criticism. That's bashing. So that's protection for you, Wally.
G2 said, oh, BS. I'm hella protected by my sons, brothers in abundance, blood and otherwise. I've seen black men protect the black women who are steady putting them down consistently. Oh, yeah, I done seen it. I done seen some black females disrespect some black men, but them black men still be there to protect them, put money in their pocket, take them out to eat, all kinds of shit. While it says facts, G2 also said, please, Jesus, get this heifer all the way out of her feelings and into reality. Omega says, every time a ham beast gets mad at me for not dating her, I feel like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, you're just mad because I won't date you. Wally says, hey, Twitch Stephen Ross had a pale woman. Are they going to say F him because he date her? Probably so. Same with Pookie and Ray Ray's broken toys. PA said, please protect me from that bitch. What We Know podcast said, no man shouldn't protect any woman that is not his wife. I feel you. If it ain't your spouse, a family member, a friend, you don't have to jump out the window. I remember Anton Daniels was like, I call the police for you. They're like, nah, that ain't good enough. You're like, man, I got women to protect in my life. I ain't finna go get killed for somebody I don't know. And he ain't wrong.
Yeah. Let's think about it. You lose your life protecting Cynthia G, and she spent her whole life talking shit about killing you. You don't get my covering, boo-boo.
Well, I also said, bro, the fact, but they not going to agree that as protection. They will say you be in control. Exactly. That's all. I didn't have it happen to me before. Plenty of time. Hey, I don't want you wearing that. Come on, you can't tell me what the hell. Hey, I don't think you should go to that club. You can't tell me where to go. And then like something happened. You won't believe what happened. No, I believe it. I told you it was gonna happen, bitch.
I tried to tell you ahead of time.
I told your stupid ass that was gonna happen, but they get mad when you do that. Like real quick, we need to go back to being men, because men back in the days, hey, whatever you get is what you earn. That's how we were. If a woman was carrying herself, especially women that was under our protection, was carrying themselves correctly, that's when we jumped out the window. Then they started turning into when the single mother, baby mama culture grew, it turned into some bullshit where no matter what a woman do, a man jumped out and whooped somebody's ass. Then I started seeing a time where women were doing that bullshit and a lot of dudes getting their ass whooped. So that's where we at now. That's why a lot of dudes like, man, I ain't finna jump out there and get my ass whooped.
Hell to the no. Why ain't they jump in? Shit, I ain't start that shit.
Hey, that's your business. Some dudes just walk away. Hey, that's on you. And real quick, G2 said, look, baby, there is only one Jesus, and he's the only one equipped to die for you, for your sins. The rest of us won't be able to return in 3 days. Real shit. That's
just
real
saying,
shit.
Just saying, y'all.
I'm just saying. That's a real shit.
That we are supposed to be the pillars holding up everybody, and no one is there to hold us up. We are supposed to accept.
That's bullshit. The government been holding y'all up for the last 6 decades.
Depression from everyone, be there for everyone, and then when it's time for us to cry or be vulnerable or to be treated like women, nobody expects us to want to be treated like women. And then they wonder why
y'all call the police though.
There's
gotta
a
act like a
Black
woman
women
first.
who are outspoken, who are independent, who have decided to take care of themselves, because we have to also understand that we are
But then why you need anybody if you're independent?
part of a community. As much as these Black men want to say whatever they say about Black men doing this and doing that, our community is marginalized. We are not economically showing up in the system. We are not socially showing up in the system. We are still economically and socially disenfranchised. So imagine if Black men are having a problem doing what Black men need to do, or feeling like they're moving forward in the structure of the community or amongst races in society. Imagine how Black women are feeling not being able to be protected by the men in their culture.
But y'all at the bottom. I ain't trying to diss, but they are at the bottom of everything. That's what's really pulling us down. They're at the bottom. The most debt, the worst spending, the worst habits, going to college and barely finishing. It's not that many Black women that fucking finish college, and y'all get all this debt. We get pulled down because they group us together, and then they'll separate us when they talk about something good that y'all did.
Culture. We can't depend on them to be providers for us. We can't depend on them for anything. That's why you have such a large group of independent Black women who are getting their education, being entrepreneurs, buying their own homes, taking care of themselves. There's no protection, and no case shows this as much as this Megan Thee Stallion, because instantly it was conversation about she's lying. He didn't shoot her. Why is she doing this to him?
Real quick, Jay. She said getting an education. I just already debunked that because they're the most enrolled, not the most graduated. But she said getting all this money, we still make more money than them. But I'm a what percentage of Black businesses are owned by women? Though just a little more than 1 in 5, or 20.9% of all businesses in the U.S. are women-owned. 35.4% of Black-owned businesses are owned by Black women. This means that Black-owned businesses are more likely to be owned by women than the national average.
You see how they threw that last part in the end and try to mess you up?
Than the national
The
average.
national average.
What the fuck does that even mean?
The national average for women that own businesses is 20.9%, but Black women are at 35.4%. So that means the other difference is men. 79.1% for all men, and I think we did the math on the Black women, 60-something% for Black men. We still are the business owners, majority of them.
And not only that, I was about to get to the question. For this year and last, during the pandemic, who was the most? She said they own a lot of property. Yeah. Who was the most evicted out of every race, every gender?
Black women. And that lets you know they weren't buying or nothing. They were renting and getting evicted.
They're the most getting evicted. You know how many women I done seen get evicted off Section 8?
That'd be the funniest shit ever in the world. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't think I'm mean about that. But like, for you get kicked off of Section 8, you did that to yourself. Especially if you're a woman.
Oh, you let your kids do it because you ain't raising them right. PA said, how can I treat you like a woman when you look like
Bookman?
No, Bookman from motherfucking, he talking about from Good Times. They call them Buffalo Butt. Wallace said, huh? But sweetheart, you can get funds we can't get. Are you letting us use it to strengthen the union between us? No. Because think about it. The men that they get that are staying with them, how they going to strengthen them if you staying with her? So they'll blame it on all black men. I keep telling y'all, it's different mindsets between different types of people. G2 said, because you buy too much bullshit with your extravagant ass lifestyle that ain't nobody able to live up to. You do you, boo. And what we trying to tell them, I don't know why they saying we don't. You don't give us a choice or a chance to really care about you because you want it the way you want it, and we can't move like. I'm sorry, you can't tell me when to be a man. I'm sorry. PA says she just mad because she smelled like cupcakes and Lou. It'll be a trip. Wally said, bro, I'm still asking myself this. Why don't they get the doctor that work on Megan's foot and show all the so-called damage of her? Because her bones foot wasn't even damaged by the shot. No, they actually had the doctor in there. He said it was fragments that they took out of that. But that doesn't mean she was directly hit in the foot. It was like kind of like dispersed. The bullet didn't actually hit
ricochet. Could have ricocheted and collapsed, and the bullet when everyone strapped somebody in the foot.
It was shrapnel. It's just like if anybody know about how shotgun bullets disperse their fragments. So when the bullet ricocheted, most likely off the ground, sidewalk, or whatever it was, the fragments hit her in the foot. All right, let's go back to Steele.
All of these things, very little has been said about this man who is part of this bigger, larger conversation. And even if at the end of the trial, it is determined that he didn't shoot her, it was the friend. All I know is there was a man there, and there was a man not showing up in a presence of danger. And we have.
Let's go ahead and rewind that back just in case y'all missed that. No. Now I want y'all to pay attention to what she just said about even if Tory comes out to be innocent. This is the shit that we got to deal with as men, especially black men, because they did the same thing in the Shaquilla Robinson case. God rest her soul. Same shit was said.
No protection and no case shows this as much as this Megan Thee Stallion, because instantly it was conversation about she's lying. He didn't shoot her. Why is she doing this to him? All of these things. Very little has been said about this man who is part of this bigger, larger conversation. And even if at the end of the trial, it is determined that he didn't shoot her, it was the friend. All I know is there was a man there, and there was a man not showing up in a presence of danger. And we have to also look at that in the Shaquilla Robinson case. Look at this young black woman who is sitting there being beaten on camera. That's how little respect we have for black women, that she is being beaten on camera by other black women, which means black women are also the problem when we don't protect one another. As grown-ass black men sit there and watch her being attacked and body slammed, and the only offer they add to the contribution to this situation is, why isn't she fighting back? We are in a...
All right.
Yeah, that go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna ask you some questions. So so let's go to the Shaquilla Robinson situation.
Mm-hmm.
From what I heard, on my understanding, it was only one dude voice you hearing there. Mm-hmm. And what was that man?
Say that again.
It was only one man voice I heard in the background talking about, why don't you fight back? And what was that man?
Wasn't that what the guy that's supposed to be your best friend or something?
Yeah, but what was his orientation?
Was he gay?
He was moist.
Oh man, I don't know, man. I ain't never even.
No, I'm just letting you know.
Okay,
he was the moist friend.
Mm-hmm.
Now a lot of times when we see them moist dudes, they do what? Act like females.
Mm-hmm. Trying to fit in.
So, of course, he didn't try to jump in and stop it. But I want to talk about the fact. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, actually, you hear me?
She said that even if it comes out now, this is the flip. This is the flip. This one you need to leave a bitch alone. This bitch said, "I'm sorry, I gotta go there." This bitch said, even if it comes out, you all right over there?
Yeah, man. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm with you, PA. PA says, real quick, PA says the woman the lady in the black jacket can get. Oh yeah, I love her lips too, boy. She cutie lips. That's her
Man,
red hair.
if y'all don't get y'all
Anyway,
wet
all
mouth,
right.
thirsty goose ass.
Hey man, them lips, boy. She can get it. That's man. Hey, that's chocolate right there. But listen,
Hey, look, that just showed y'all the proof, man. Black men do like dark skinned women, and she not really dark skinned, but she a little darker than me.
she brown skin. But she said even if it comes out Tory wasn't guilty, he was standing there and then jump in to protect or break it up. Dog.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why this brother is facing 22 fucking years is because he did try to jump in and break it up. What the fuck are we talking about now? This man jumped in and tried to break it up. That's why he facing this time. Because when they got out and started fighting, he should have just told the driver, hey, let them bitches fight and drove off.
Real shit. They was in his car like shit. They could have left. They came back for that man. They could have went on by their business.
They could have left with their friend. They chose to come back and get him.
One second.
So when I hear something like that, that's where it's no accountability at. Not the fact that Meg was fucking 3 different dudes behind her best friend, so-called best friend's back. Not the fucking fact that Meg is responsible for what went down. Not the fact that Kelsey is responsible for throwing punches and talking shit. No, it ain't on none of them. It's still on Tory. This independent queen and woman of empowerment was supposed to be the motherfucking end all be all of a woman. But you mean to tell me Tory is still gonna be Tory's fault no matter what?
Yeah, see, that's what pissed off a lot of black men. Cause I'm like, look, I try to tell you to don't do something. I try to stop you from doing something. You turn around and project on me that I'm a narcissist. I'm controlling. I'm an egotistical motherfucker. Then you get into something, and if I don't help you get out of it, the shit that I just tried to prevent, it's still my fault. Like, I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry, ladies that feel or believe that type of way. That ain't flying around here with us. I don't care. I tell you, hey, look, boo-boo. You got all the right in the world to wear what you want to wear, say what you want to do what you want to do. But if I have an issue with it, you're going to be doing that shit over there. You're not going to do that shit right here with me. That's my right? And these ladies got to, like, dude, something wrong with her. You talking about even if he was there, like, even if she was there, don't fucking, man, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the hell up, ho. Like, you ain't going to put that on that man. And honestly, the way the story looks like, the way it's playing out, it looks like when Tory and all them got into that car, just going off of what's been reported inside that trial, because we actually got people that's up in there. For the ladies that think we making this shit up, got people that's actually in there listening to the trial. What it really sounds like is when Tory got in that car after Megan came back in that house starting shit, after they had already left and came back again, it sounds like Tory dropped the bomb that Meg, you keep fucking me behind her back. You keep snaking all her men behind her back. And that seemed like Kelsey got mad at Megan, and they the ones who started arguing. It's amazing that Kelsey's DNA is on the gun, but not Tory's. But her and Tory both got gun residue on them. It sounds like somebody was trying to shoot her friend for fucking the dudes that she was fucking. That's what it sounds like. That's why this girl got amnesia for some reason now.
Yo, we got Rob in the building. What's good with you, brother? Go ahead, let the people know what's up. Tell them where to find you at.
What up, though, bro? What up, though, JBJ?
What up?
You know,
what it do?
Hey, you know, catch me on What We Know podcast. You know, Sports Talk with Rob. I had to hurry up and get home, bro. You know what I'm saying? This fuckery, all this fuckery is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this motherfucker on here talking. She giving all the excuses in the world, but she addressing the fact that two black women is lying on a black man. And she's still trying to make excuse of why this whole black woman fucking issues and all this other bullshit. And I'm just tired of shit. And honestly, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I'm tired of hearing the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And she was, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to backtrack just a little bit, fellas, because she was talking all this bullshit about, you know, black men are not protecting them. That's why we have to be so independent and all bullshit. If you tired how niggas is acting, you start blaming your goddamn peers.
How about that?
Because your peers is fucking y'all up. When it comes to niggas, right? When it comes to men, having issues with women. We don't fuck. We know we do. Hey, call niggas out. Hey, niggas, get your bullshit together. Cause you're making good niggas like us look bad.
And I want to also bring up the fact that
what up, though, PA?
Yeah.
For sure.
It tripped me out how y'all don't want us to look at you if you're not attracted to us. You don't want us to talk to you, especially. I didn't spoke to some black female just, hey, how you doing? And they looking like, what the fuck, he's speaking to me? Bitch, I didn't even look you in your face. I just said, how you doing? And kept it moving. What the fuck you mad at? How can I protect you if you don't even want me to look in your direction? And then, matter of fact, especially if it's with a guy you with, because I didn't see a situation where guys try to jump in and stop someone, and then the woman will start fighting the dude too. What are we really talking about? She said even if it comes out that Tory was innocent, he's still to blame because he didn't jump in and try to stop it. He almost got shot trying to stop the shit. That's how he got gun residue on him, because he jumped in and tried to stop it. But they didn't check Meg for gun residue.
How many years
they would have found it? 22 years.
Oh, she don't even care about that either?
Don't care about that.
He's a black father. You know what I'm saying? He's probably taking care of I don't know how many people.
His mother died.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the crazy thing to me. It seems like, just throwing it out here now, that lady, if she ever watches this video, she can come back and tell me it's wrong. But it seems like fuck y'all in any aspect when it comes to us. We have to be on top. We're the women. We have to be on top. We have to be protected in any instance, no matter if we're wrong, no matter if we're right, even if we are messing up and you're there. If you don't stop it, it's your fault. We are innocent of everything. That's what it sounds like to me.
No accountability whatsoever. While it says, isn't it funny? No one wants to speak on how fake a friend Megan is to her once upon a time friend. Hashtag there's no sister code.
Oh, Lord Jesus. They be getting mad about that when I be saying that shit.
Man, they both stupid.
No, it's just ridiculous how you mean to tell me that it's okay for these women to spew this bullshit. The man jumped in the middle of it. That's how he got gunpowder on. His DNA is not on the gun. It was coming back from the I forget what they call it.
Discharge.
Yeah. That's how he got the residue on him, because his DNA is not on the pistol. But if they would have checked Megan, I guarantee she would have had residue, and her DNA would have been on the pistol. She might have been the one that grabbed the gun first, because they said it was an unidentified female's DNA on the magazine clip, but not Kelsey's. So that means somebody grabbed the gun and put the clip in the gun. So Megan could have been the one that grabbed the gun first. I mean,
I'm ready for it all to come out, man. Because, like, me personally, I think this is going to be one of those, and it's already seeming like, because I'm paying attention to it. We all watched the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people went in there with their preconceived notions about what happened and how somebody is just innocent and this guy did it. Well, for anybody that hasn't been paying attention to the trial, that shit's been thrown out the woodwork. It seems like we got a bunch of liars around here. And the only person that only story that hasn't been broken down and disputed anything is Tory's. Tory's story is standing strong.
And the reason why, because you know why? Because he shut the fuck up.
They gave him a gag order.
He ain't say shit about this whole situation. But you got Megan and Kelsey, they flapping out the goddamn mouth.
Look, Megan's career got protected. Me and I was talking about this yesterday about the judge putting a gag order on Tory so he couldn't speak, but allowed Megan to go on show after show after show after show and say whatever she wanted to say. It's amazing now with all this shit playing out. Who the hell is that's Rob? I'm gonna say that's Rob. But it's amazing. It's amazing to see how now that all the shit is coming out that Megan them are lying.
Hold on, Rob. Did you make sure to close the tab on the
on YouTube?
On your YouTube when you came up? Yeah, you just gotta make sure you close the tab out now that you're on StreamYard. But yeah, go ahead, Jay.
No, I was done, man. It just amazes me, man. Like everything, all these preconceived notions, and that's why she said what she said earlier. Because I think she actually has been paying attention to the trial. That's why she threw that in there. Even if it comes out that Tory didn't shoot her.
Mm-hmm.
Like Boo Boo, it only took 2 days to realize that Tory probably didn't do that shit. 2 days into a trial, and this shit gonna be going on for like 2-3 weeks. In the first 2 days, a lot of people realize, Tory probably didn't do that shit. Why would her friends say that she want to plead the fifth and not incriminate herself if she didn't do anything wrong?
Exactly.
But her dumb ass admit that she lied. Bitch.
Oh, yeah, and that was right off back. Megan got caught up in her lies, talking about she ain't smashed nobody because she was running her mouth. Then her friend get up there and say that, yep, I plead the fifth because I lied about all this other bullshit.
Ain't pleading the fifth. The whole point of pleading the fifth is shut the fuck up.
Yep. Well, and protect yourself from incriminating yourself.
But she fucking admit that she fucking lied. Like,
yeah, but they gave her immunity, so that's why she's doing it now. You remember that was the first thing she asked for.
Yeah.
She was like, look, I'm gonna plead the fifth unless y'all give me immunity. They was like, all right, man, we'll give you immunity. Nah, I want immunity for everything that can come from this case. So yeah, we'll give it to you. Yeah, I lied.
But then they came back and said, well, you know, hey, you can still get in trouble because you admit that you lied. Like,
No, not off of that. It's the fact that if she does not tell the truth on things that they ask and they find out she lied, then she can get convicted of perjury. So she'll still do some jail time. So she still has to tell the truth. But that's why she keep pleading the fifth on certain things, so that way she doesn't get to telling the full truth, because she still thinks that they will will arrest her. But she didn't get full immunity. She didn't get total immunity. So if she lies, that's what they can get on. So she still has to tell the truth. Real quick, going to the comment section. G2 said, wait, what? Homie getting 22 years? What? How the entire whole all the fucks did that shit happen? Because you got two females lying and they favoring the women. PH says, black women that I have came in contact with want us to protect them, hold them down, have their back, but mess around and lose a job or get sick. They throwing you under the bus like MTS. Oh yeah, they ready to get your ass up out of there. They ready. They ready to get you up out of there. Wally says, one small problem with females, they flap the lips too much. Grace says, also too late. The way she moves is incriminating. PA says, this lady pushing an 8. And he also said, I can't even pay attention to the rerun looking like a rerun. All right, back to the shit.
A crisis when it comes to Black women and the lack of respect that Black women are getting, and it is causing Black women to be murdered, killed, die.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you so much for extending that and being able to add in those different examples, because I think you make a great point. Pierre, I'm going to come back to you and kind of wrap us up in this conversation. Then I want to open it up for our live studio audience. You know, in this, I as someone who has been in a situation where, you know, I was harmed by a man, told, you know, some people about it, they didn't believe me. You know, I understand what protect Black women means. I understand how important it is. And that's just what it is. In that same breath,
I changed my mind. I don't want her no more.
I can't help but also see the continuous divide in our community.
Must be the feminism.
You know, where it's just like we're constantly being stacked up against one another, Black men and Black women. So I want to ask you, Pierre, what do you think the solution is? Do you think there should be some type of code where we're focused on the truth? Like the truth is what matters the most. What code or what solution do you think we need? Because unfortunately, we probably will see a case like this again or similar to it. You know, what do you think the solution is as we round out this conversation, Pierre?
I don't know. I mean, whatever I say is not going to ride with one side or the other. First of all, like I said, she chose to protect him from the rip by saying he didn't shoot her.
You stupid,
okay,
PA.
That's the first part. I don't know, you know, I'm not a woman again. She don't want to say that he shot her. If she would have said he shot her, that we wouldn't be into all this lying, all that, the gun, boom, the bullets, right? Everything was right then and there. We could have saw it. But she chose not to. When you do that again, it changes the dichotomy of the whole situation. You know, now, you know, she says, I did get shot, like I just told you. I don't understand, you know, the physical dislike for women, for a man to put his hand on a woman. I don't know, man. I think one of the things I believe is, you know, we don't have real men in the homes no more, that men are getting so close to women. Women accepting men for doing female behaviors and so forth, and, you know, acting softish around them and not manly around them. So then they think, you know, me and her ain't but equal. I can punch her in the face. You know, I ain't no man. I'm just a dude. I'm equal to her. We do the same thing. We do the same, you know, just so much unmanliness men do around women and women accept it, that men feel like they're women sometimes. I mean, you're softer sometimes. They can do that. That's not no big deal. Opposed to feeling like, I'm a man. I don't need to do that. This young lady is not as strong as I am. I don't need to put my hands on her. I don't need to, shoot her or do that. We can have an argument without, being physical. So maybe, I guess really more, unfortunately, more men in the house that teach men how to be men and not put their hands on women, not be violent to women. At the end of the day, that's what it got to be. I don't know how far women push the envelope. I mean, they get men's faces, thinking, oh, he ain't gonna touch me, he ain't put his hands on me, and be in a man's zone that's too close. Everybody's not gonna keep cool. When somebody says, don't ever put your hands on a woman. That doesn't happen all the time. Somebody getting your face too close, or talking shit. You're like, I say this. We should have an all right now rule. Once a nigga say all right now, ladies, bring it down. When he say all right now, bring it down. Lip it up, bring it down at that point. A lot of violence will stop after that. All right now usually follows an ass whooping or a shooting.
Well, I mean, we really debate a lot about whether a man should put his hands on a woman, depending how much she gets in his space and what words she says to him. And I think that's unfortunate. But, I will say this. I think the solution for this to be better has to come from Black men, because every time I bring this information up to it, I know a lot of brothers, a lot of cool brothers, and that other men respect and things like that. And when I explain to them that there's such a toxic culture over here that they really need to kind of tap into and see what they can do about it, they go, well, it's nobody I know, right? And I'm like, well, it's a large over here and it's kind of loud. And if you guys could get in here, because those men that we're talking about that are a problem to the system, they're not listening to women. Like, I could be saying the most profound thing. I could say the things that have the solution and the answers. These men are not going to listen to me no matter what. They are conditioned from the get-go to not like me, to not like my opinion, to not like the fact that I'm independent, that I speak for myself. This is why you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day,
bitch, you ain't independent.
It really will take a Black man and Black men to come in and change this. And I also want to say this. I think when people constantly say that, is this just propaganda that's pushing the divide? Because whenever I speak about certain things as a Black woman to a Black man, he'll go, oh, well, y'all just trying to divide us. Who is they? We are presenting the things that are divided. I know, but right, because we like to do that and go, oh, where's just the white man trying to divide us? At the end of the day, I'm smart enough to know that the white man obviously does not want Black people in a position of power, because that's why he keeps us disenfranchised. But aside from constantly blaming him, which gives us no accountability in how we can solve our own insular problems, we also do things that promote this narrative. If you were to go to other cultures and ask them what the relationship was like between Black men and Black women, they would know to have a conversation that says, we know that Black men don't like Black women, Black men don't want to marry Black women, Black men don't this, Black men don't that. Why do other cultures have that kind of opinion about Black people at large? Because we also promote that information.
Who the hell is she talking to?
Each other, and we don't like each other.
Who's she been talking to?
So you mean to tell me that even though Black men marry Black women more than Black women marry Black men, we don't want y'all?
Yeah, I'm about to say, who the hell she been talking to?
G.
I don't know. You talking to other races and they say the Black men don't like Black. What? Who she been talking to?
She capping, because when they talk to other races, just like Kevin used to say, the man be like, "What's up with y'all women?"
Mm-hmm. How you deal with that?
Other races of women will say the same thing. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Rob, you was about to say something?
No, bro, no. I'm just listening and trying to get my thoughts together.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the comment section real quick. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm at the right place.
Place.
Yeah, I almost said the wrong thing. Pause. G2 said, hold up, how many cases so far are women deleting women and the Black men within the vicinity? Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Grace, because that's what I was thinking about earlier. Turn it down just a little bit, Jay. That's what I was thinking about earlier, is when Tory jumped in the situation, he a little dude. Tory like 5'6". Both of them hyenas was like 5'10", 5'11". So you wanted him to swing on him? He apparently he didn't do a good of a job trying to break them up. He tried, but apparently he didn't do a good job. But he tried. So what was he supposed to do? Kick one of them in the uterus? Kick the other
man,
one in the
that don't
ovaries?
work. That don't work, man, because it don't hurt. That don't hurt women.
No, the
Yeah, he
ovaries.
should have got shot. That's what they wanted him to do.
That's what I'm saying. Why did you shoot me? Like, that's what they wanted, man. Like,
This is
anyway.
why I said I'm not, I'm married. So, but man, don't protect shit. It ain't your wife. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, if it ain't wife, spouse,
Daughter.
or whatever, or
Yeah,
or
wife, family, wife or family. You ain't getting
Because
protected.
even sometimes you don't even fuck with your family. Some of these females, be
Yeah,
out here
that's
wild.
why I just say your wife.
And I feel
Hey,
you.
yeah.
Your wife,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
if you got daughters.
Yeah, I got daughters. Wife and children.
Let's make it even simple. Look. If you don't like them, don't protect them.
Fuck that. And get mad at your damn peers while other black men ain't protecting you.
Stop blaming everybody. Check yourself and who you hang around. Grace also said a bitch had a gun and big burly man ain't dumb enough to jump in on that. That's what I'm saying. Like, who do you think we are? What are we like? What is she talking about? You saying they just getting deleted like that and ain't nobody saying nothing, and you the type of bitch that fuck with dudes that's crazy like that. And then if they not, you try to push it out of them. I done dealt with females like that before. I had to get the fuck away from them because they'll try to bring that shit out, and you like, man, bitch, what is your problem? You got some females that'll try to fight with you and make you be that type of dude. And then if you defend yourself, oh, see, he just like everybody, bitch, you hit me. What you thought I was supposed to do?
Absolutely. And I definitely like to add, and I want to open up for our live studios. I think like we just need more empathy in our community, and to understand like we are not each other's enemy. If I as a woman am saying, hey, I'm experiencing this, have empathy for me and come, find ways to help and make that better, and vice versa. I just think, yeah, we gotta stop, like Yamanik, I think you make a great point. Stop blaming they is still whoever they are. Let's talk about it in-house to have that discussion so we can figure out.
Tiffany, also, I want to say this to be very, very clear, because this really sort of puts in my point of what I'm always talking about when these men come into the comment section and they say, I hate black men. And it's so dismissive and it's so divisive, because that's not what I'm talking about. When we go to the stats, this is dangerous, this behavior towards black women, because it is killing us. There is not an uptick of black women killing black men and the homicide rate for black men going through the roof because these black women are out here with an attitude killing black men. This
Bullshit.
is directly affecting black.
Got some on that?
Yeah, bullshit. How many fucking stories have we heard that a man that deleted himself because of a goddamn woman?
There is an actual uptick in
what I'm saying?
harming men.
I didn't see recent stories and articles on the news about how women are killing men.
Yep.
Killing even young men.
It's an uptick. There really is an uptick.
A guy that I consider a hero. My man's that played Tommy from the Power Rangers. Just deleted himself because of an argument that he had with his ex-wife. Now, I ain't going to say his ex-wife is the reason, but I'm pretty sure that was the last straw.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck, like, this is the bullshit. She throwing out stats that she don't even know what the fuck she talking about. But guess what? Ain't nobody gonna give her no pushback. Not men, not women. It's not gonna give her no pushback on this shit.
Nope. Definitely not. She's not gonna bring up the fact that how many women set men up to get deleted.
Facts.
Whether they use other men or they use the police. Like we seen, remember Jay, you covered that one cop thing, and they showed this black chick that set up a brother to get shot up by the police. But luckily he had videotaped everything.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not gonna talk about that because why? They try their best to keep their hands clean. You know, a lot of females, especially like her, would do some fuck shit and make it seem like they had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it wasn't me. Like what? Nah, it was you.
PA says, who trying to kill her? And then Gray says, oh my
McDonald's.
God. I read a lot of comment sections on different posts. Men are calling for accountability, and the black women are spitting hate bold as fuck unapologetically. Yeah, I mean it's what we seeing a lot, that if you say something, and we always saying something about accountability, men in general, but then they make it seem like you just y'all just bashing women. It's like, so we call somebody we bashing. We listen to y'all for decades.
You know what? As men, when we hear that shit, and then maybe I'm just being petty. You know what? If women gonna feel like we bash. If women think we bash women, fuck it. Okay, yep. If that's gonna make that's gonna make you to understand where the fuck we coming. Yep.
But I mean, even if we leave them alone and give them what they want, that's still not good enough. You being around them is controlling. You not being around them, you're being dismissive, and you not protecting black women, and you don't care about them. We can't win for losing. It don't matter what you do. I see men that do what women want, and it's still not good enough. Nope. I see men sip for women a lot, and they don't give a damn. It still ain't good enough, no matter what you do.
Women is affecting our lives.
Oh shit!
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. No,
I'm about to say, look, man, this is my advice to all men, because this is how I carry myself in my day-to-day life. Like the chicks I talk to. Look, man, if you don't like something that she doing, tell her to don't do it. If she keep doing it, send her ass to the streets. A lot of men need to have a mindset of abundance. There are more women on this planet than there are men, and that's never gonna change. That's the way God designed it, because we need more women to populate the earth. So stop getting caught up on this one chick just because you like it. Like, once a dude gets in his feelings and stops thinking logically, that's when they'll get you. Dude, have a mindset of abundance. Chicks that I mess with, like, they know, don't mess with me during the week. Don't blow me up during the week. Why? I'm doing YouTube. I'm doing my regular job. Catch me on the weekends between these hours. You got a problem with it? Go ahead. I don't care. I can go down the street and get another girl right now. Like, it ain't a big deal. And the dudes need to have that mindset, because this shit wouldn't be allowed. Dudes, the generations that came before us got women like this. That's the only reason they acting like this, because other men have allowed it. Well, it's our turn right now. It's our turn to get this shit right. Men, put your fucking foot down.
Yeah, a lot of reason why men, but you know, you're right, bro. But a lot of men don't do that because you know why? They value pussy too much.
And pussy come dime a dozen.
But a lot of niggas don't even get pussy like that. So a lot of these niggas is like, oh man, I'll do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep her around.
Yeah, they better stop.
We are at a danger zone. When we turn on the news, everywhere you turn around, somebody done got shot by their baby daddy. They killing pregnant women now. They abusing mothers and older women and shit like this. It is run of muck, and black men have to take accountability that they are dangerous to black women. There's no skirting around that. And when you take that responsibility that you are dangerous to black women and see what the fuck is happening in the community, then we can talk. But it's not going to come from a black woman, because they don't respect black women. It has to come from a Pierre or some nigga like that.
No, I
some nigga like that.
My name's Tom. I've been a
Tell him, Tom, I've been a homeowner for 5 years.
And I got a Sherman Hensley.
I love both of you chiming in. I want to open up to our live studio audience to get some questions from them. So coming up, we have Kevin Robinson, who is an actor here in Atlanta, Georgia. So I want to open up. First of all, thank you for joining us, Kevin. And of course, you can pose your question and who you exactly wanted to go to.
Okay, so quick question. If you guys, if it comes out that Megan Thee Stallion is guilty, where she's lying, how do you feel that
it's so cap? That nigga is the actual person that be doing the interview.
Yeah, they got no lie. Yeah, they got no lie. Look, it's two people in there. Him, they all work there.
He the owner of the show, and the nigga in the background, a cameraman.
People should respond. How do you feel that the court should respond? How do you think that society and black people in general should respond?
If Megan Thee Stallion is lying about being shot, yeah, then she should get it whatever the full extent of the law is at that point, man. You know, pay court costs and so forth. It's you know, she's turned it into a tizzy.
Court costs.
You know, her playing a victim. If that's, you know, if she's lying, you know, I just don't even want to hope it's that. But yeah, if she's lying, she should get the law, you know, the furthest extent of the law. As if he's lying, if he did shoot her, Tory shot her, he should get the same thing.
Yeah, obviously, if she's lying, there should be repercussions for that. But I don't understand how she would be lying. They've already found gun residue. She was shot. They've already determined that. I think for me, if I saw all these brothers getting upset after this point, with the evidence, it would be like, okay, but it was instantly, nobody believed her. Then we found out it was gun residue.
The bitch keep fucking lying. I just said this earlier. That she stopped the cap because, bitch, when she first came out and said it, everybody, if they took Tory's side, then explain to me why he was losing gigs. Explain to me why they took his music off playlists, like major streaming playlists that made hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Why artists turned away from him and wasn't dealing with him no more. How you gonna say they took his side when he was losing shit?
Yeah, she lying right through her big ass teeth. That don't make no damn sense, bro. That lady has been getting nothing but the benefit of the doubt. Tory has been punished before he's even been been called guilty. And that's what men get. Men get called guilty before they get proven guilty. She needs to stop the cap.
Because if a woman go through it, what they gonna say? It must have been a reason why she did it.
And that's if they even admit. That's if they get to the point of admitting that she did it. Because there's going to be a lot of denial beforehand. But once it gets to like, oh, she did it. Well, why did she do it? Like, come on, man. We know how society works. We know how society treats men. We know how it treats women. There's a stark difference between the two. So for her to sit here and say that shit, yes, Tory lost a lot of gigs, just like Johnny Depp lost a lot of movie roles.
Johnny Depp lost like $100 million.
Yeah, because that dude bringing them big bucks.
This bitch won Grammys because people felt bad for her.
That literally.
How the fuck this bitch barely sold what 30,000 units, but she still fucking get Grammys and shit.
Come on. She became bigger with this situation. It's like they always lying.
And watch it when it come out, Tory get found not guilty. It's gonna be the same people out there that raised money for Amber Heard after she got found out for lying. They gonna still be out there supporting Megan.
I don't believe what they said in the court case.
Tory's a powerful man. He has money.
Exactly. Grace says apparently accountability equals hate speech these days. PA says I ain't got enough Henny in my bar to bone her. They don't make enough Henny to drink this bra pretty. If I had one more drink. PA also says, look at her eyes. This bitch is nuts. Yeah, she the type of bitch to jump in a dude's face. Her big ass. Grace says, buy pussy, pocket pussy, whatever. Don't place just any female in your home or your life. Wait for a real woman or a lady. PA says, Kurt Franklin. And Grace says, stop the cap.
Oh, now it's gun residue. Now we're trying to figure out which one of them, because you start taking things off the plate. You got to take off the gun now because she has been.
Oh, yeah. And real quick, she never brought up, I don't know if she's going to do it before the video over, but she never brought up the fact that it was Kelsey with gun residue on her as well.
And shot. Now, was it the best friend that did it or was it Tory Lanez that did it? That I don't know. But I'm glad that we can find.
But you ain't saying shit about the other bitch.
Finally put to rest that she was shot. There was gun residue there. We probably will never know what happened in that car. Because when we start to arguing and doing shit and shit gets quiet. But I hope we can determine who shot her, and then we can go, well, she did say Tory shot her, and then we found out the best friend shot her. Then there's questions that need to be answered from that point.
Okay, that makes 100%. That makes sense.
She ain't saying nothing. This is the problem we have. You ain't say shit about this bitch. You ain't say shit about Meg fucking her friends behind her back. And the girl, I guess her name Tiffany, she said that in the beginning of the show. That's possibly why the fight happened. This bitch ain't say nothing. You just want to put everything on black men's back. You listen, if men don't fuck with you because you're a big girl, lose some fucking weight. If men don't like you because your attitude, change your fucking attitude. If men don't like you because you just a nasty person, stop being a nasty person.
Yeah.
We ain't supposed to fuck with you just because you feel like it and just because we black men. That don't mean that we have to choose you. Y'all don't have to choose us when we broke. You don't have to choose us when you don't like how we look. You don't have to choose us if we ain't got status. You don't got to choose us if we ain't tall enough for you. You can shit on us all day. Like I said earlier, I can say hi to some black females. Hey, how you doing? Hey, bitch, I ain't say, can I get your number? I just say, hey, I ain't even finna try to talk. You can tell when a man is acting thirsty versus a man that walk past and just say, hey, how you doing? And then you wonder why you lose protection. Why the fuck would I protect you if I can't even speak to you?
Facts.
I don't know you, bitch. Get out your fucking feelings, man.
Yeah, you talk to a white woman and say, hello, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? My name's Kim.
Yeah.
But we do it like that's what I don't like is that this is what the main women I have respect for are elder women, because you speak to an older woman normally, you speak to an older sister, hey, how you doing? Say, hey, how you doing, young brother? How you doing, baby? But the young women, it's always an attitude if they're not attracted to you. So I'm like, you can't tell me the reason why you a baby mama with 4 kids and 5 baby daddies, it ain't because everybody that you speak to that you actually like and give them pussy ASAP. Get the fuck out of here, man. What you mean?
But what I will say, I agree, she got shot. But I think the way that she went about it by protecting Mr. Lanez, I think it was the wrong way to go about it. I think we always talk about
And this is why I tell black women not to do that anymore. When I tell black women not to protect black men like that, I also get attacked from black men saying that I hate black men. I think what you guys
You a lying ass bitch
are missing, and this is no disrespect to you guys, but as a black woman, it gets very frustrating, is that I keep telling you the reason why black women show up in this way to not call the cops on you guys is because we don't want you to be murdered.
That's not stop the video. Stop the video. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Rob.
That's not our fucking fault. I'm sick of all these goddamn excuses. Oh, well, we be looking out for y'all. That's your fucking fault. Ain't nobody told you to look out for me.
Rob, you sit there? You didn't froze like a motherfucker.
Hey, since you felt that way, now you got to deal with it. How about that shit?
You had froze for a second there, Rob.
No, I've been saying, I'm like, that shouldn't be a man problem just because the reason why you didn't tell because, oh, we trying to protect y'all. No, that's not your problem. That's not our problem.
Dog, what pisses me off about that is bitches like that be so indecisive. So, like I told that story about my pop's neighbor, how the woman, family members came to protect her, all men, and she still accepted the nigga back. So when she says, oh, I say to other black women, don't protect black men like that. That whole bullshit rant you just did moments ago, you didn't say that. That's what Pierre kept saying. He kept saying men like that. So good black man can shine. And what she did? No, black man. I mean, I'm like, damn, she said that shit so much. I looked at myself and was like, well, shit, I guess I'm not.
Black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm.
She did that more than I do it. She was shitting on us so much. Like, make up your fucking mind. Which one is it? Like, I mean, come on, man. Grace said she's done stopped. The man commenting on this situation is steady speaking on her gender. She puts hell yeah. Well Talk says protect your peace. Protect your peace. PA Texas says shut up with your old mush mouth ass. We looking at Grace says sorry, Dot, sorry. And PA also said, what do you expect from a woman that look like mush mouth? Think about her parents look like.
Right.
Don't worry, the video almost over, y'all.
SB, what I tell you is black women are not even thinking about that. Black women have been so sure we should, but that's not the conversation that is had with black women. Even as you see this with the
talk with your black girlfriends and tell them that. Tell your black girlfriends to do that.
Tell
your black girlfriends to do that. I'm not going to let you over talk. You're not going to over talk. You need to tell your girlfriends to stop protecting black men when they shoot and beat you. That's what you do. If you don't do that, this is going to I can talk all day long over you. I don't have a problem with that. You got to start.
I wasn't done talking to you. You're not talking over. I'm not talking over you. You're talking over me. That's number one. That's number one. And this is exactly why the black community is where it is.
You need to tell your girlfriend.
Wow.
Black men get upset.
You need to tell your girlfriend.
See how she didn't separate that shit?
She said the reason why the black community is what it is because of black men.
She did not separate the certain types, and that's what Pierre keeps trying to say. He had to get. I've never seen Pierre go off like this before.
Me either.
Ever.
This is the first time I heard it make some sense. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. So it's got to be some real truth to what he's saying. If he's going off like this, he's like, no, you need to tell your friends that. Stop making it okay, and then you want to come tell us what we need to do. Like I keep saying, how can we protect you, bitch, if you won't give us access to do so? And we're not going to sit around any fucking more and act like this shit is okay nowadays. It's no longer, we no longer accepting it. It's going to get down to a rate where, hey, you can say all what you want, and it's just going to fall on deaf ears. We're not going to give a damn. But it's your fault. And the man is right. Tell your friends that. Why you trying to make us be the ones that have to do something that y'all supposed to do your fucking self? But you tell us you don't need us. Which one is it?
It's the same way as when I said that, Pierre. Now
I'm not going to let you finish. You're not going to finish over me. You're not going to finish over me. And that's fine. You're not going to finish over. I'm going to overtalk you. Stop getting your ass.
We're going to get the final. Y'all get a chance. We're going to give you a chance to do final.
No space for black women to be safe when black women are telling black men how they feel and how vulnerable they are. And then we get antagonized. Then you got these brothers over here laughing.
Where can I speak, man? John, if I can't
You're going to put final thought. Hold on. Don't do that, P. Don't do that, P. Hold on.
That's totally fine. I was talking. You understand? He talked over me. And I'm talking about something that's very serious when I'm talking about domestic abuse and black women. And I'm not going to
you know what? Hey, stop this. You know what's funny? She just said domestic abuse. When, you know, the most abuse is from lesbian women.
Mm-hmm.
How about that shit?
Girl on girl violence.
And usually domestic situations involve two people majority of the time. It's not one way. Majority of the time it's both ways. So if we're going to talk about it, let's actually talk about it. And like I said, shout out to Pierre for actually, you know, standing on 10 toes down on this one, because what else are we supposed to do? Y'all tell us to get away from y'all. Y'all don't want to hear nothing we got to say. So we're going to leave you with this. Bitch, tell them other bitches that. Stop fucking with them dudes. That's crazy. Right. That's on y'all. How you blaming us for that? That's your fault.
Yeah, I think that's the bigger problem. Like, women, I'm not all women, but women usually come from the position of being more understanding, especially when it's a woman involved. So they don't feel the need to say something and correct other women because they worry about how their feelings are going to be hurt. When, no, boo, you need to call that lady out because a lot of these ladies are giving y'all a bad fucking name. That's why I'm glad that we got a select few women that's over here that call out the bullshit. Because there's no issue amongst anybody, men, women, or children, to call a guy out if a guy's doing something messed up. But there seems to be a big issue to call a woman out. And there's only a few women out here that I notice that actually will do it. And that's the biggest problem. Like domestic, when y'all talking about domestic violence, girl on girl have the highest rate of DV. And then when they show domestic violence, it's usually initiated by the woman in a male and female relationship. And most dudes respond. They respond in kind. Now, like, it's going to take a lot of women to step up. Like, dudes going to have to put their foot down, but a lot of women going to have to call out these crazy assholes. Because, like, look, I would have a problem with somebody giving me a bad name. That's why we say what we say about these Pookies and Ray Rays. We call them fuck boys. We don't have them people around us. We don't promote nothing that they do. We don't celebrate none of them dudes around here. Y'all need to start doing the same thing with these Tatianas, these 304s, when it comes to these ladies, like, for real. Because I think she brought up something earlier talking about how Megan is a trailblazer and doing something great for black women. She's a whore.
Yeah, she's a whore. She teaching girls how to be whores.
Like, how does that benefit y'all? This blow my mind. They talk all this crap about black men and white men and what the white men want to do. White men used to call y'all very promiscuous creatures. And what you do to show them that you ain't. Be a promiscuous creature.
Yep. And guess what, bro? And these a lot of these female rappers fucking telling females, oh, fuck these niggas, you don't need a nigga. Most of these girls, guess what? In relationships.
Yep.
Megan Thee Stallion, relationship. Cardi B, married. Married.
Beyonce said, for all my single ladies, why she married?
Yeah. And guess what? Jay-Z cheated on her and she ain't going nowhere. Talking about me and myself and our bullshit.
Man. Hey, look, man, when they go through something, they make some good music.
I'm telling you, lemonade. But I mean, what else we supposed to do or supposed to say, man? I just, dog. Grace says protect the good black man by not lying on them to cover your own ass. That'll be I don't know. PA says, who you knocking down? This much mouth lady or Florida Evans? Florida Evans, rest in peace. Now you want to see if Office Cell give him a decision or a bullet guy gonna have to forgive him? Goodness. Grace said, bet I'll say something. Omega says, I swear she uses the same talking points as feminist Becky, but because I use proper English, I am trying to be white. The fuck out of here. PA also said this bitch looked like one of my teammates that played defensive tackle. His name was Big Nasty Bull.
You know what she looked like? What's the big lady or what's happening?
Nah, I got you. EDP, that dude that used to be a streamer, he a big Eagles fan. EDP 4000 or some shit like that. Y'all know who I'm talking about?
No.
I'll pull him up. I'm gonna pull him up.
Grace says she highly paid prostitute hooker, sir. Yeah, I mean but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's always excuses. We hear y'all saying the same thing, and then we see how you carry yourself and the man that you date. We're like, ha. That's why you going through what you going through. Ain't nothing else we can do about it. We tell you, hey, I don't think you should be dead. Mind your fucking been old lame man. You just mad because I don't want you. Then he whipping your ass, and I'm supposed to do what? Y'all still together. And that's another reason why men mind their damn business. Is because we got so many females out here that will stay with this dude even when you try to help him. Like I just told a story about my pop's neighbor. They stay with him. So dude's like, hey, mind your business. Stay out of that. Because they still going to be together. So that's why people are like, hey, just stay out of that.
Talk over me in something that's serious and dangerous, and the stats show it, and then you got goofball black niggas over there laughing at black women in DV cases.
No, they're laughing at your goofy ass.
It's dangerous. And I'm telling you, and I don't care if he gets mad. When black men laugh like that and they get mad when black women talk about the vulnerability and the murder rate for black women, it's because they're part of the problem and they don't want to hear it. It's dangerous. I don't give a fuck about nobody having no fucking bad feeling like that. I'm a black woman.
You gotta watch your mouth, lady.
No, you just a bitch.
Black women are being fucking murdered disproportionately. You don't see black women out here.
Damn, boy, I'm surprised there ain't but to spit on his
What black man getting? What is black man? Is black man getting murdered by police? Black man, black women.
Like, that's disproportionately like a motherfucker. If we gonna talk about somebody getting taken off this earth, it's us. Yeah. We the endangered species. Hot this bitch. What the fuck she talking about? It's Indians and black men.
Mm-hmm.
That's the endangered species in this country. Indian people and black men, not black women. Because a lot of y'all not gonna get us knocked off if you ain't doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. In the chat they saying Big Shirley. That's her name. Or what's happening?
Yeah, Shirley. Yep. Damn sure was. Damn Shirley.
Murdering niggas at the rate that niggas murder black women. Come. Because if black.
She said fuck them. Yeah, she said certain type of man, but she went back to her spill. Fuck us. And then you wonder why, brother, stay away from your big ass.
Yep.
Why would I run behind you trying to make sure you okay? Look how you act. Look at your attitude. You kept cutting people off. The show host can't talk. She was trying to intervene. You wouldn't let her do it. So imagine if you and another big gorilla was fighting. How was a man gonna jump in there and stop y'all from fighting? I done seen dudes get punched in their shit trying to stop women from fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So what he do? He just supposed to get beat up until y'all realize y'all done beat the shit out of him? Oh, damn, girl, we done knocked Jay out. What the fuck? Damn, where her wig at? Oh, there she go. She took her wig off again. Oh, there she go. Why she keep taking her wig off?
That's EDP 445, man. That dude got caught. He used to be a YouTuber. He
Oh, now I know. Okay, I remember now.
They don't they look alike? Look at them. Don't they look alike?
Yeah. Without the wig.
They kind of look alike, bro. It's like take the wig off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm being childish.
Women were murdering black men at the rate that black men murder black women, they would have a fucking problem. And then to say
No, they don't.
because other men also murder, it's okay for them to murder black women is irresponsible.
Irresponsible that you talk
I'm not
like
no
that.
fucking clown here to be played with. I'm not some fucking idiot. I told you.
You is
what
an
it was.
idiot. Bring the
It is
stats,
hard
man.
for black women to call the cops on black men because they keep making us feel like every time the cops is involved with them, the cops are killing them for no fucking reason. And instead of black men saying, thank you, black women, for taking these fucking ass whippings, instead of calling the fucking cops on me where I could be murdered, they go, well, why you ain't call the cops?
You mean like Trevor Noah said thank you to his mother, sister, and aunties, and then you was like, fuck that shit because you going with a white bitch? You mean like that?
See, she just having an emotional argument. Look, read Omega's comment because, like, for the stats need to be brought out on this shit, man.
Hold on, let me go up real quick. PA said, no, she really mean y'all black men ain't giving me no dick. Fuck you black bastards for starving me out. I'm going to eat some cupcakes. PA also said that's who that is, and he put a wig on. He came back some kind of way. Omega said, sorry, but unless you are counting trans women, 60% of black murders are by other black men. And of that, less than 1 in 5 are women. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Matter of fact, Omega, it don't matter. She's still gonna look at it as, oh, y'all doing us wrong. That it don't even matter. PA says women take notes on how to go celibate for life. Omega says, but 2% of murks are by cops. Man, they are. Grace says they are the direct cause of many deaths of black men. You idiot! It's just not publicized. Shut your mouth. Doing iota of research and speak with some sense, or shut the fuck up, man.
Tell her that. I get tired of hearing that crap. Like, for real, that they keep quoting that stat, and I had to do. I did a video on that one about a black woman is killed every 5 hours or something like that. I'm like, boo boo. That includes anybody, but the way they try to say it, like 5 black women die a day. That is not a great, like, nobody wants to see people dying out here. But that is not a big number compared to how many people lose their lives every day in America. And it don't say just for black men. That's for black men that might do it, white men that might do it, Indian men that might do it, Asian men that might do it. Oh, also black women might do it, white women might do it. Like, it's period. Black women losing their life, but they always bring that stat out, and don't nobody ever read the study to show that it's just black women, 5 black women losing their lives from violent crimes. I bet money if we pull the stat on black men, it's probably like 20. Pull the stat on white men, probably like 15. I'm like, come on, boo-boo. What are we talking about?
Anything she want to by now. Look at her. Look, crazier than a bitch.
No, we out here marching in droves, y'all. We in droves marching around looking for a black woman to delete. She act like that's happening.
You're gonna get blamed one way or the other. If you call the cops on these niggas, they're gonna blame you. If you don't call the cops on these niggas, they're gonna blame you for getting your ass beat.
Woo!
And if this case is not an example of what black men do, instantly they was like, oh, she lying. Instantly. These niggas think it's a game. Them young black men in there are laughing because they know the only villain they have to worry about is being shot by another black man or maybe the cops. Black women got to worry about being killed by a black man, killed by a black woman, killed by their fucking friends, killed by the fucking police.
She said murked by other black women, but you ain't really discussing that though.
Yeah, just focus on the men.
Because the same thing with Shanquella Robinson's case, what they did, they started putting it on the black man.
Yeah, try to say it was a man. That's what they started off with.
Like, they so delusional nowadays. It's just ridiculous, man. Grace says they are the direct cause of many deaths. Oh, my bad. She said just recently in November of this year, a black woman poisoned her black husband with antifreeze and killed him. I've been seeing a gang of crazy cases. The one I seen,
talk about it, man.
Pink Book cover a couple months ago, a few months ago, about the brother that got killed by his baby mama. He had called the police, sent his son down there to go bring the police up. They come up, see them on the bathroom floor struggling. She got a knife. He trying to get away from her while she jabbing him with the knife, and they shot him. Name how many cases we see that happen where the police come to save the black man, and he's doing something wrong to the woman, and they murk him. I mean her. That shit don't not happen, not never. Omega also says less than 1 in 20 black women are murked by cops of the 2% of cop deletions. Yep. Let's go back to her crazy ass.
Everybody.
Poor Tiffany sitting there like she don't know what to do. She scared her damn self.
You think they worried about me coming to their neighborhood and killing them? They are not.
Yep, it's all of us. Go ahead, girl. That's why you can't get dick now.
I get tired of this shit. And then black women are
You ain't tired yet.
disproportionately loyal to a fucking community that doesn't give a fuck about them as we continue to be the backbone of this fucking community getting no fucking respect. And I'm
You right, girl. You need to go get you a white man.
trying to figure out why are black women doing it? Why are you standing here in a community that will shit on you, not respect you, and then when you try to go find something somewhere, some solace, then they laugh at you. It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Damn ridiculous.
Women been doing this shit since the motherfucking dawn of time. We was raped as our foremothers were raped in this
All right, bitch, chill.
fucking country, affected by the fucking men. We have high single mother rates, motherfuckers abandoning black women. Then black women go to help themselves, become entrepreneurs, get educated, take care of their fucking self, and then these niggas still gonna blame you for that and tell you don't deserve love or fucking companionship or a fucking man. Them.
Woo! Shit.
Boy, she big mad, boy.
Something happened to her, man. She thought she was gonna get that supermodel dude. He just wanted some throat that night.
Hey man, all the
Hold on. I gotta do this for her real quick because I was late.
This nigga stupid.
Damn. Woo, shit. She went off on us. Then y'all, she said, fuck all of us. Fuck all y'all niggas.
Yeah,
Fuck all
of
you
us
niggas.
did. All of us did it
I don't
to
want
her.
me no dick. Fuck all you niggas.
We all did it to her, y'all.
Look at that face. Look at that face. That face look desperate for dick.
Dickless face. I know a dickless face when I see one on the chick, man.
And all y'all in here watching, make sure y'all click on that link and go over and watch on the like it's gonna bring you right into the video. Go click on that and sub up to the JBJ network, y'all. Click that link for your boy.
PA says, don't worry, cutie, I will protect you from that defensive tackle. Grace says, I am more worried about this heifer than any man. I ain't never felt like I should fear any black man I have been around. They haven't ever disrespected me or made me feel uneasy. Well, if you tell that to a black woman, Grace, they gonna say it's because you ain't black or some bullshit. They're gonna make up some kind of story.
Oh, that'd be the first thing. Yeah, that'd be the first one.
Because you light skinned, that's what it is. Yeah, she said a lot, fellas. She said a lot. Let me see if I can remember some of this bullshit that she lied about. So she said every time they go through something, we don't care. They can't call the police, we wrong. If they don't call the police, we wrong. If black women go be independent, then black men mad about that. So
which
point y'all want to cover that she said?
She's lying about women not calling police on men.
We just saw that video.
Man,
we
they
just saw
still
that video
are.
of that one girl.
I
Y'all
mean,
remember that one?
Name another gender of women, especially black women, that can call the police, I don't know how many times on a black man, and still Pookies and Ray Rays will still accept them. Because I mean,
that one more time.
Name another gender or race of women that can keep calling the police all the time and then act like they didn't call the police. And Pookies and Ray Rays will still deal with them. Black females. They do it all the time. They call the police all the fucking time. And then we still supposed to act like it's okay and still be around them. They will set you up. call the police, and then think you supposed to deal with it. Put your black ass on child support and think you supposed to still deal with them. Bitch, you put me on child support. Why would I ever go back with you ever again?
Facts.
You put me on child support when I was taking care of my fucking child. What? Y'all bitches, a lot of these bitches would call the police on a nigga who ain't did nothing wrong to them.
Yep. Just didn't get their way.
But they won't call the police on the nigga that's beating their ass. You damn right a man gonna feel some type of way. You put him on child support or you put him in jail and he ain't actually do nothing to you. But then when you get with the next nigga, he whooping your fucking ass and you don't do shit. So it's the certain type of man that you're talking about. And they keep grouping everybody else in with everybody. Yeah. She want to be grouped in with everybody. Her and Megan the Stallion got the same mindset. This big bitch probably out there throwing her box around like Mike Vick too. That's why she relate. Talking about, she made that WAP, son. I can relate to that. What?
Bitch, I don't want to see your WAP.
She a role model for hoes. So apparently you a fucking hoe.
They think that's empowering for some reason.
I mean, what are we talking about here? I mean, and that's why it'd be hard to be around a woman like that, because you're gonna end up getting into a shouting match with her.
Right.
It's a waste of time, because no matter what you say, there's no result. It just hold black men accountable. Black men go to jail the most, so-called get knocked off the most, so-called the most homeless. So how much more accountability do we need?
Right.
I swear they actually act like there are no female prisons or something.
Right.
I swear the way they talk, they act like women don't go to jail for nothing, or don't get like yeah, for every crime a man commits, he's most likely gonna go to jail. But if the woman commits the same crime, she's gonna get like 2/3 of the time that the man got. But they swear up and down that these women, there's no women in jail for murdering men. Like, I understand that men, see, that's the difference between us and like our defense mechanism as men is we have the ability, we have the power and the strength to react in a physical way to get some shit done. A lot of women don't have that ability to do that, especially when they're dealing with a man. So a woman's greatest weapon is her mouth. She can, man, look, we watched the video a little while back. I don't know if either one of us covered it, any of us covered it, but that girl was literally talking shit to her dude. She called the police on him. Luckily he was videotaping her. But she talking about he's following her and doing all this nonsense. He got her on video. She all the way downstairs. Somebody, he's following me, fake crying, calling the police on this dude just because she wanted to get his phone and he wouldn't give it to her. Then she maced the dude in his house. I'm like, look, lady, stop playing. Like, she needs to stop playing like
and
this.
And then she came back after making him seem like very abusive. Then gonna come back and say, I never try to make it seem abusive. You had that little bandage on your middle finger and then was showing all the paperwork. Then had your kids lying, talking about, he tried to jump on her and all that. And then you came back lying in another video talking about, I never made it seem like that. Bitch, you showed a doctor's report talking about what happened to you. You did that to that man. So we see this all the time where bitches will lie and get somebody fucked up. This is the prime example in this case of how raggedy, wretched ass bitches will lie on a black man and get him all fucked up in the game.
And you know what? In the earlier videos, I think she was talking about how men are trained not to respect women, all this other shit. Yeah. You know what? Women was been trained to put other men in danger. How many times you went to school and the girl get talked about whatever, and she called her brother? She told her brother, and the brother came to the school.
Yep, seen it plenty of time.
Plenty of fucking time.
Oh, my bad. Let me go to the comments real quick.
You got a lot, man. They flooding in here. Y'all on it tonight. And y'all better click that motherfucking link and come over to the JVJ network. Y'all click the link. It's gonna bring you right into the damn video. Click that link, man, and sub up over there, man. We trying to grow that channel up.
Omega says a face that only a mother can love does not apply here. She is ugly as Satan's booty hole.
Damn, shit.
Grace says women lie on men all the damn time. PA says this is the type of broad that buys vibrators that run on unleaded gasoline. Grace says it's a power move. Marry the government. Y'all females are more loyal to the government than any black man. Real shit.
Call it how you see it.
PA says, I know why she mad at black men, because she ain't gonna ever get one. It's hard for a black woman to be ugly, but this bitch is pushing it. A Mexican might date her for his papers. Grace says, real shit, my charges would have put a man in prison for 25 years plus. I got 7 years on paper and sat inside for 4 months. I'm grateful but not ignorant. Man, let's finish
it blows my mind, man. Like, I think that, well, it really comes down to feelings and people not putting shit in their face. Like, I'm the type of guy, and people tell me I'm an asshole. Like, you can ask any of my exes. Some of them actually be coming over here watching the channel talking about I look familiar. I was like, yeah, I clearly do. But they used to always call me an asshole because I put my foot down. I don't deal with bullshit. Like, all of this nonsense right here, like, as soon as you raise a voice, I'm like, you need to check that, you can get the fuck away from me. Like, first off, there's a way that we talk to each other. I don't argue with ladies like that. I don't. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Catch me fucked up. I might get into a good argument because I don't give a fuck. I'm out of my logical shit. And I'm in my feelings. But a lot of dudes need to, like, start checking that shit. This shit right here is very unattractive to any man, whether she knows it or not. She thinks she's being strong. There's a special power that women have to get exactly what they want without acting like a man. And she's clearly giving off a lot of masculine vibes right now. She doesn't know how to be a woman. And I keep saying this, a lot of women out here walking around, a lot of females walking around here in today's time don't know how to be a woman. That's their biggest problem. They know more about how to be a man or emulate a man than to be a woman. And that's why they can't seem to get what they want. Because a man that actually has a woman that he cares about and loves, this dude will go to the ends of the earth to try to make her happy. But these motherfuckers think by being brash and masculine and very aggressive to people that dudes like that. Nah, them Pookies and Ray Rays will deal with it, knock you down, take your money and get some food off them food stamps. But ain't no real man coming around to save your ass and gonna fall in love with you. That shit is very unattractive. I'm a man. I don't want to be with a man. The same way a woman wouldn't accept a dude walking around in high heels and makeup.
Tell me he'll be masculine when he find the right woman.
Yeah, I'm masculine. I'm masculine with the right one.
Matter of fact, let me show y'all something real quick. This is who we supposed to fight for.
This is the best time of.
Well, not that.
Hey man, Walmart. Oh, World of Tanks. Hey, look, we need to call Jive World of Tanks.
They doing me dirty right now with all these damn commercials. Y'all ain't got to do that.
Go and play for the premium, man. It's $11.99.
Fuck that. I got other shit going on.
Maybe 2. I'm just playing Kaylon and you. Justin, stop playing with my emotions. I don't have Julie. That was a joke. That was a joke. That's a jokey joke.
Hold on. We're gonna be right back in a minute. Just stay.
A brief intermission.
A brief intermission.
Now, this is the bodyguard that was supposed to come in and testify on Friday that Tory admitted shooting Meg, but
his ass left the fucking.
He gone. They looking for his ass.
He don't like y'all. If somebody said you ain't that hard,
let's be mean back.
Let's be mean back. If I was really, because I thought.
Hold on, where is it?
But if I was really the
mean back,
I bet your mama went there. I would have called y'all name.
No.
Oh, this ain't the one I wanted to show y'all.
Oh man, I was like, man, it looked like he was about to get some face.
He's stupid.
The way he was standing and she looking back like that. I was about to go down on YouTube.
They ain't even. I thought I had found it. I know I had covered it on my shit, but I didn't. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see if I can pull that up.
Let's say Megan in the pool, bodyguard with gun, out from the norm, 18.
That shit crazy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, they doing me dirt. Where my shit at? I know I covered that damn video.
You should have just went to your channel and then found it. Just go to your channel and then find it.
No, I was trying to see if I can.
That's you right there. Out from nowhere's a bodyguard. Just click on that shit and then go to your channel and find it on the list. Oh, let's see. He don't know how to work YouTube, y'all.
I know how to work it, but
what the hell?
They ain't pulling it up.
What you go back for? Go back to your channel. You said
I'm on
you
my
covered-
channel. I was on my
No,
channel.
you off your channel.
No, but listen, see, but if I do it this way, it's gonna take a while to find that shit. That's
Did
what
you
I'm
just
saying.
recently do it?
No.
Search inside of your channel. Like you see the search bar over there by about.
Okay. Boom. Okay. Hold up, man. You older than me. I ain't.
You older than me.
You older than me, man.
Oh shit. This man older than me in real life, and he older than me on YouTube.
So why you gotta see you wrong for that? You a nasty nigga. You know that, right?
I'm just being honest, man. I'm just being honest.
All right,
Here,
hold
while you
on.
doing that, I'm gonna go heat up my something.
Your noodles?
Nah, I got some grease, hot grease.
What is that shit at? Come on. I had the people up here waiting all this damn time. 'Cause I know I had did a reaction. See, and this what tripped me out when they said nobody had stood up for Megan. Y'all remember this?
Yeah. Nigga, the whole industry was
These are the things we got to pay attention to because they're we
fake
keep
ass
in this
niggas.
narrative. Chance the Rapper strongly for the last, I want to say a little over a year. I hope Meg really gets justice for what Tory did to her, and that we can all learn for this how near and constant and serious the threat of lethal violence and abuse for every black woman.
He a fake ass nigga because I remember when we had that little show with T.I. and Cardi B, and I think Tory Lane made an appearance because he was helping one of the people on the show, and he was talking about, "Oh, that's my bro, that's my boy." Fake ass nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another fake ass nigga. And
Hey,
guess
Ron.
what? They end up what, not too long ago, I think over the summer they was
Making up. They was hanging out too.
hanging out and shit.
They was
All
hanging out
that-
too.
All that
I'm
messy
Tory.
shit.
I'm Tory, like he said, praise to the Most High. Comeback price, super pricey. I hope he say fuck all these niggas.
He did at one point, but now they want to be damn friends with him. And it's like the big girl on the show want to sit there and act talking about they took his side from the jump. No, he lost a lot of shit.
Yeah, they took her side, and it's always gonna be that way. I don't know
Good,
why.
everybody was good this year.
Uh-oh. You found it?
Yep.
Let's get it.
Fair use, fair use.
It's fair use of op shit.
Yeah, gotta protect your shit, bro.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pause that. Y'all see this? So this what y'all all the smoke about? You see this?
Yeah. Man, you should be
So
you should be
this is why
fucking
me
these
and my
bitches, not
part.
protecting these bitches.
So that's what we supposed to protect. And that's a great person for young black girls to look up to. And the other hoe ass friends, and I think her bodyguard a body boy. He up the rapping lyrics to WAP with a gun next to his head.
That nigga definitely looks suspect.
That really?
He looks suspect like a motherfucker.
I mean that what we doing? That what we doing?
That's it, man. That's it right there,
What's-
man. You know what it is.
what's
That's it.
stallion?
That's it.
Real
You know, a
quick.
stallion is a male horse.
It is. That's why I said horse to stuff.
PA Texas said Toronto Burke may be the only woman uglier than this lady. Grace said it's called manipulation and guilt trips, Jay. PA said we shouldn't teach this lady to be a woman. We need to teach her how to be a pulling guard. Grace said drop that cash out for the peeps. It's right there at the bottom, right there, Grace.
Yeah, I put it up there as soon as I said that.
PA also said, fellas, when a girl look back like that, drop nuts down the throat. Damn. So PA stand for Pimpin' Anonymous. He also said, damn, I was so upset with Bun B. I grew up right up the street from. Yeah, man, that shit.
Yeah, Bun B too, man. God damn, man. You can't tell me Pimp C will allow that shit.
Dog, man, that's what I'm saying. Like this whole sucker shit. Oh, that's a Houstonian. No, that's a thought bitch. The bitch fucking was. She put herself in that situation because she hauled tail on her security, and they say she kept doing that. She says she kept hauling ass on security. Marcus said, shout out to Sports Talk with Rob, What We Know podcast.
My boy.
PA say he from my hometown. I'm gonna give him a mulligan on that one. He might want to get that one back. No, he ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. I guarantee you. That's when it just comes out, because this is what I think they should do. Oh, Grace said that ain't no bodyguard. That's a boy talk. No, that's a moist friend. Trust me, he moist. He suspect. But the crazy thing about it is when you look at the same energy he gave believing Meg, all the facts that came out, I ain't heard him say nothing.
No, but I thought it was Tori's driver in the car that night. It was Meg's driver in the car.
No. What happened was somebody dropped them off to the party. Tori came later with his driver, and then when they was about to leave, because they was mad at Tori and they tried to leave him in the party, they was about to get in their friend car and leave because Kelsey had like rooms up there in the mansion that you can take some stuff in, clothes and stuff. So they went to go leave and throw it in their friend car. But then Meg's bright idea was, no, we're gonna ride with Tori instead. So they had their friend leave and start putting the stuff in the Tori's vehicle. Then she went in then she left and then came back talking about she forgot her flip-flop and then went in there and made him come back out. And they was like, did she get her flip-flop? They were like, I don't remember. That's what Kelsey said. Yeah.
That dude, he gonna get off, y'all. I'm gonna just tell everybody right now, man. I know
been saying this shit. The whole shit was stupid to me. But like when I first heard this shit, first off, when the bitch said that she was walking and this nigga shot her, I'm like, well, this nigga must be the ultimate shooter. Because he telling me this nigga ain't hit no type of meat, bones or nothing. And don't we got and ain't our feet? We got the most bones in our feet in our body, some shit like that.
You know what it sound like, Rob? And I was talking to Op about this. Like when I heard the story, I was like, man, it sounds like a skit from Harlem Nights. Like I bet money that's where she got it from.
If she shot my pinky toe, you motherfucker.
Like, come on.
You want to shoot me in my pinky toe? Now I got to cut you. Like, come on, man. You know damn what. That's why it tripped me out. Now we in this time where it's feels before reals. A person with good damn common sense will listen to that and ask questions. Hold on, well, damn, why he shot her? Because she was ready to leave a party? I don't know about that one.
The bitch
now, oh yeah, these niggas crazy. They'll shoot you just because you won't let them stay the night at your house. They'll make up any kind of thing. You gotta think about the type of dudes we talking about. But at the same time, the situation just didn't make no damn sense. Really?
None whatsoever. And they just keep it going, man. I'm like, look, man, I'm all for protecting women and looking out for them. But I'm also for double checking their stories when they say shit, because women automatically have they get the ability to garner respect when it comes to like men wanting to protect them. It's something innate inside of all men to want to protect women. So when a woman tells a story, like we're instantly designed to fucking believe them. But living in the day and times that we live in now, we need to double check this. And if anybody questions a woman about her story and asks questions, for those ladies that get mad, it's not that we don't believe them. It's that we need to know for sure.
No, I don't believe them. I don't believe them.
Like, I'll be honest with you. When it comes to like some controversial shit, man, it's the burden of proof is gonna be really hard. I'm not coming at no dude. I'm definitely not putting my life on the line over something you told me. You're gonna have to give me irrefutable evidence that this motherfucker did this shit. And honestly, why the fuck you calling me? Why ain't you calling the police?
These women like Megan, even women like Kelsey, make it hard for the women who actually go through that shit tell the fucking truth.
Yep.
Because you know why? Because nigga like me is gonna question all that shit.
Got to.
Because of what? Because of your peers. This is why I'm gonna say this shit, ladies. Check your fucking peers.
You know something really funny? Like these stories that we used to grow up on as kids were supposed to be lessons. The little boy who cried wolf. Do they need to do a redesign of the little girl who cried wolf? Because I remember growing up on that story, and it's like, look, stop telling lies, because eventually people are gonna stop believing you. We need to revamp that book real quick, like, because a lot of these ladies be out here lying because they know society as a whole are gonna believe them. We literally had a movement of believe all women, and I'm like, really, without any evidence? And people are like, yes, and I'm like, no. We gonna have to call this shit out, and I don't care if they get mad and say that you're bashing for asking questions or bashing because you're being critical of the things that they do. Men, us men, we all listening. Put your fucking foot down. Stop being pussies.
Yes, facts.
All right, look, I'm over here getting the hearts on Facebook and shit.
Oh, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all over there. I'm gonna just show the last couple minutes of Big Girl.
Bertha, that's your girl.
She tired.
I'm a black woman, and that's the
Yeah,
shit
black
that happens
woman.
to black
She out of
women.
breath.
You black men who don't fucking get it, fuck them.
Like all of us, huh? It must have took a break.
I agree with you. I actually feel like us as black men, in
Snip
partnership.
ass.
He's sipping.
I'm speaking from a heterosexual point of view. I feel like
From a homosexual point of view, what do you say?
as black men, we have so much pride, so much ego that's what we are always dealing out of. Like your partner as a woman, a black woman, could check you as a man, and you automatically have this guard, or you feel like she's trying to emasculate you. And honestly, she's actually trying to uplift you. She's trying to actually correct some of your, incorrect behaviors or incorrect verbiage. I do agree that
He was raised by his mama.
and my girlfriend, she watches the YouTube crime stuff, and we always see that some dude done killed his baby mama because she decided to like somebody else's Instagram post, or just something out of the woodworks. I actually do feel that, and honestly, you talking to a person who I don't believe in religion. I'm very spiritual, and I always tell the gentleman around me, Symphony around me, I always tell, and even Leah behind me, I tell people like, I believe God is a woman, because if I look at
Oh my God.
Get him out of here, cuz.
I'm sick of these. I would slap the fuck out this nigga.
Take it away. So I do believe that America was built and the world was built on a woman's back.
What
So
the
that
fuck, bro?
we actually look to see who we are as real people and where we come from.
Well, I
Gotta put-
appreciate that.
gotta put my camera on
And
for this.
I mean, that really makes me feel a lot better. So I thank you for taking.
Hey,
the
I
time.
bet that do
Bro,
make her
you know
feel
what's
better.
crazy? Bro, this right here prove women are built on lies, bro. Like, look at, she said that make me feel better, knowing damn well that ain't fucking true. And Lord.
Oh man, hold on. Let me
Hey,
go.
hey,
Before y'all
niggas,
throw in.
niggas is in trouble.
The boy has no skills. By a little girl.
One more time. Hold up. One more time.
The boy has no skills.
Hurry up, man. I got a lot of comments over here, man.
I'm sorry, y'all.
PA says he's from my hometown. I'm gonna get. Oh, I read that one.
Niggas, we in trouble.
PA says Pimp C, rest in peace, and Bun B weren't as close as people think. Grace says that chick better all trying out for Megan's bodyguard. Equal rights. Boo got the bill. Just saying. Grace also said, hey, y'all, drop some Benjamin. J need a PC and Op need $11.99 for a YouTube. You're wrong for that, Grace.
Keeping it real.
Favorite genuine says, "Hey everyone, what's good with you?" PA says, "No, you ain't a black woman. You are a black female manatee." Damn. Shut your soft ass up.
I would JT.
He look like his sweater. Grace says, "Is that the same Kurt Franklin dude? Like, did he straight switch the hat for a wig?" PA said he need his ass whooped. Flavor Genuine say he's got the matriarchal chip in his brain. Yes, he does. PA said, and these bitches gonna co-sign that bullshit. I don't even think she really even appreciate that with a line
Oh my
ass.
God.
She didn't appreciate that shit. Look, she's still pissed off. She don't want to hear that bullshit. Old bitches cheerleader ass nigga. Omega said, I believe that a God is a woman. Negro.
That
I
nigga
believe
made her
you are
pussy.
what's between a woman's leg. And Grace says, his God is a woman. That Jezebel gonna take him straight to hell with her and the dogs that mauled her ass. Damn. Grace also said, what up the flavor? Man,
but you know what? JBJ, you right. Nigga probably was raised by his mama, because this is from a nigga like me was raised with his mom, raised by his mom till my stepdad came in my life. And I would have these fucking thoughts like, women are powerful. They're more powerful. I used to have them. I used to be on that simple ass shit too. And then niggas start doing this research, start seeing shit. I'm like, oh, this shit was all lies.
That dude literally said that the world was
He said
built on the
Jesus
backs of
is a
women.
woman.
Now he said God.
Oh my God.
He said God, even though they all one and the same, you know, God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. I ain't even trying to hit y'all with the Holy Ghost tonight. But like, man, look, dude, like I'm
go ahead and keep talking. I'm finna get some Kool-Aid.
All right, don't get you some Kool-Aid. What flavor? Grape.
I love this.
I swear, my Lord, great Kool-Aid be on point, don't it?
Nigga said God is a woman.
Like I don't want to get so mad at dudes like that, but dudes like that need to get some backbone in themselves. Like, you cannot say this world was built on the backs of women, and that's not to take away from women contributing to society. Because think about it, we can't continue this society without our women. That is the greatest thing that women can give us. They can continue the next generation. But come on now, dude. We know good and damn well that women are consumers. They are not producers in the society as a whole. They have never been producers in the society. Men built the roads, the bridges. They run the governments, the police forces, all this shit. It's amazing that a lot of these people step in and always talk about equality and all this shit. When you hear the women talk about it, they don't talk about equality when it comes to digging ditches, not equality when it comes to cleaning these sewers, but it's always equality when it comes to being that CEO sitting up in that loft not doing shit. I tell any man, ask any girl you deal with this question. You can make $100,000 cleaning sewers, or you can pick the job of being a CEO and getting paid $0. Ask them which one they would pick. Because I asked some girls at my job, and it's literally been 100% on one answer. They all picking the CEO job. Like, motherfuckers ain't built for that. The mindset already tells you all back. Women understand that they need to partner with men. Some of them, like this lady right here, are just going to be an asshole and try to fight it to the day they die and then complain about it in the end because they don't know how to cooperate with men. And that's going to be a lot of these ladies' downfall. But men, look, we are the ones that are going to control all of this. If we put our foot down and stop tolerating this bullshit, we can change some shit. Because otherwise, and we got outside forces that are like keeping this division going on in our communities and shit. But we got to put our foot down and stop accepting it. The one good thing that black men got going for is we can go to women of other races and they like us. So if the black woman ain't acting right, get the fuck on. And then until they decide they want to correct their certain behaviors, and I'm saying that black men don't have things that they have to correct because we all got things that we need to work on. Best believe. But when it comes to our community, if they ain't gonna give you what you want, get the fuck on from them.
Yeah, man. And that, it's kind of like when I be telling, like, man, we said it yesterday, what's attracted to y'all ain't good for y'all. And the reason why, a lot of men go through like all this drama shit, because than what they attract by toxic women. You know,
It's like it don't matter if, like, you see the one dude, yeah, that Kool-Aid be hitting.
Hey, look, he putting cold water in it because he ain't making it right.
You made it from scratch.
That man supposed to use hot water.
But the fact that even though that black dude did come up and say that, she's still saying fuck black men.
Oh yeah.
They don't categorize black men differently. They put them all in the same box. But his old earthy ass bitch like her don't pay him no mind.
Yeah. You know what gets
it
me?
doesn't matter. It does not matter for any one of us to stand up. It don't matter. We're all the same. And unless we're talking like Derrick Jackson, we're all the same.
You know what tripped me out is the dude came in and straight up announced that he's not religious, he's spiritual, and then turned around and said the guy's
Not as a woman.
Like, how you even gotta say so in this, buddy?
Right. You say you're not religious.
It's like, I'm an atheist, but God's a woman. Like, what are you talking about? Get out of here, cuz. Get out of here with that nonsense, man.
We got Grace in the building. What up, Grace? And also Omega said, from my experience, women from other races say that black men are easy to deal with. I told my fiance, pay attention to black women, and you will see why. She says that black women are nuts. Now, you got a lot of black females that make black women look crazy.
Hey, what's that time frame he said that? Because I'm gonna go find this video. I'm gonna clip what he said.
It is.
It was at the very end, yeah, like 30,
Yeah,
34
around
something.
Yeah, 30. Yeah.
Yeah, go back the other
Like
way.
30
It was like 34 minutes.
Yep, 34 minutes.
You know what trips me? Go ahead, my bad.
No, I was just gonna say, go ahead. No, you go ahead. If we can, let me hear what he said one more time.
Oh Lord, you finna make us go through this. Right?
guy
You're
is-
wrong for that, man. You're wrong.
Because I want to make sure
he sound weak
he
as
ain't
fuck
tripping.
too when he said it too. He didn't even sound confident.
I agree with you. I actually feel like us as black
He said, "I
men,
feel like."
In partnerships, if I'm speaking from a heterosexual point of view, I feel like
What other point of view would you
us as
speak
black
from?
men, we have so much pride, so much ego that's what we are.
Oh,
always
Marion
living
ass
out
nigga.
of, like your partner as a woman,
That's
a black
Lil
woman can
Fizz.
protect you as a man, and you automatically have this guard, or you feel like she's.
No, he
trying to
sound like
emasculate
Omarion.
you, when honestly, she's actually trying to uplift you. She's trying to actually correct some of your, incorrect behaviors or incorrect verbiage. So I do agree that, I do wake up and my girlfriend, she watches the YouTube crime stuff, and we always see that some dude done killed his baby mama because she decided to like somebody else's Instagram post, or just something out of the woodworks. I actually do feel that. And honestly, you talking to a person who, I don't believe in religion. I'm very spiritual, and I always tell the gentleman around me, Symphony around me, I always tell, and even Leah behind me, I would tell people, like, I believe God is a woman, because if I look at every man in here, nobody can create life. That's a woman's thing. Like, she can
Oh,
bear
stop it.
life.
Mother,
She can take
stop
it away. So,
motherfucker. I'm
Well,
sick
yeah,
and tired of
they
this
don't-
shit.
you don't need sperm to make a baby, huh?
I'm sick and tired of this. Women do not create life. Men, stop saying that shit. If women want to say it, by all means, they can fucking say it. Women do not create life. Your nut has life in it. It's a lot of motherfucking lives inside of your nut. Only one of them usually get to come, like get to go in the oven and come out as popcorn or some shit. I don't fucking know. But I gotta show y'all that. Hey, look, before we end this shit tonight, I'm gonna show y'all this Bill Maher comedy setup, because he literally broke that shit down 100%. And a lot of people don't like him. But women do not create life, y'all. They incubate life. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. Life, we carry life. I got life in my nuts right now. He got life in his nuts. He got life in his nuts. All y'all men listening right now got life in your nuts.
Sure, you gotta be careful nowadays, because he might actually be a trans man.
Hey, look, man, he took a lot of hormones to get that mustache.
Dog. I didn't see one before. They have, like, remember when Umar was on that one show? No, it wasn't Umar. It was another show I covered, but it was the same Fox Soul bullshit with Tammy Mack, and it was a dude on there with a beard, and then the dude Dwan B was like calling him a man. He was like, "Well, I ain't a man. I'm actually a woman." But
Nah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
So they be having beards too. So he might actually be a she.
Nah, I wouldn't I don't know, man. Look,
Possibly. I'm just saying.
Hey, there's always a possibility, man. That's how bad it's done got, man. I thought women would get offended by that, like where a man could just put on some makeup and some shit and look like a woman or like a fuck. I don't want to go down that road. I just don't even. I just don't understand.
So PA said nut plus egg equals all of us. Grace, G2 said we just throw a nut in the oven and bake that. Jesus handles the rest. Grace says facts. PA says even if he ain't trans, he might as well be. I agree. And Grace said, no, sir, we don't claim that. We don't claim that shit. And PA said savage, most of my nuts has went down women's throat. Oh, damn. Well, it's a savage. He ain't lying about that. But yeah, let's finish out the video real quick.
I do believe that America was built and the world was built on a woman's back, so to speak.
Yeah, they was the one building buildings and plumbing. I wonder why they stopped.
Well, I appreciate that, young brother, and I mean that really makes me feel.
It's still fuck y'all niggas, but thank you.
So I thank you for taking the time to add that to the conversation, and it's truly respected.
No problem.
Okay, so on that note, actually, what I want to do, I just want to go ahead and pause things here because I think it's a beautiful thing to have two opposing views where we're able to have this conversation because it's a needed conversation in our community. And I think the biggest lesson from it is we are not each other's enemies. I think there's a lot of
tell
room,
that to the ladies.
a lot of space for us to grow. And I hope that this conversation just shows like, yes, it can get very emotional. Yes, there's a lot of things to be felt, but I think we have to learn to come together. So I'm going to go ahead and pause things here. And I just want to put it back on the audience. I want you guys to take this and really take it home. Really think about it. Have these conversations at home. How do we come together as a people and protect one another along the way? We do not have to look at each other as the enemies. Let's stop talking about what they're doing to us. What can we do to help move us forward? So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Thank you so much to everybody joining us.
Man.
She goofy. I'm about to, here you go. Can I hit this real quick, like before we do all that, all the rest of the stuff? Can I just get this to these people real quick, like, cause this shit,
go ahead.
All right, this is gonna make y'all laugh a little bit, y'all, man. Look. I just want y'all to hear this and just listen, like, really listen to this shit.
Pro-choice always gets. I don't like people telling me what to do. And I always just think, your body. Who the fuck am I to tell you what to do? Body. So that always made sense, right? However, I still think you're killing a baby. See? That's where it gets weird. It's not a baby yet. That's what they say, which may or may not be true. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I'll tell you, my gut tells me that doesn't make sense. It's not a baby yet. That would be like if I was making a cake and I poured some batter in a pan and I put it in the oven, and then 5 minutes later you came by and you grabbed the pan, you threw it across the floor, and I went, oh, fuck, he just ruined my birthday cake. And then you were like, well, that wasn't a cake yet. Well, it would have been. If you didn't do what you just did, it would have been a cake in 50 minutes. Something happened to that cake, you cake murdering son of a bitch.
All right, I'm done.
All right, y'all. This been a hell of a show. I want to thank Big Shirley for entertaining us tonight with all of her coonery, buffoonery, and bullshit and fuck shit.
Yeah.
So before we cut up out of here, I want to let you go ahead, Rob. Tell me your thoughts about Comedy Hype Show with Big Shirley and also the Meg and Tory case.
First thing first, good show.
Thank you.
Well,
shut up,
Shirley. Look, man. I don't really got too much to say about it. I said what I said. She just hurt, bro. She just hurt. I don't know who hurt her. Somebody in the
apparently us.
Somebody got to lay that wood on her or something. But yeah, for Tory and Meg situation, right? Look, I've been saying this. I've been saying it like when I first heard it. With everything she said I felt like it was some bullshit. Also, I hope Tory, I hope he get through this shit. So that's all I gotta say.
All right, Jay, what's your thoughts?
Man, look, all in all, man, you did an okay job, man. Get better. But besides that, like this is it's a very interesting conversation of how look, it's good to hear how a lot of ladies feel about stuff when it comes to like how they view the world and honestly how they feel about everything. And it's gonna be on us to actually show them what's really going on because feelings don't mean shit. I'm all about the reals, not the feels. And a lot of them need to be educated on what's actually going on. They act like there's droves of men running around town just deleting women. That's not happening. They swear up and down that black men ain't built nothing. They never had nothing. Not true. We need to give them the real knowledge. But it ultimately, I'm going to keep saying this shit till the cow come home. Like, guys, man, y'all got to stop being pussies, man. Stop being pussies. Start trying to, like, have a mindset of abundance when it comes to these ladies. And that's going to be the easiest way for you to be a real man. Have a mindset of abundance because that's actually reality. There are more women out here than there are men. Do not put up with bullshit in your life when you don't have to. Stop allowing these hell-raising motherfucking Jezebels to run rampant in your life because you feel like that's the only pussy you gonna get. Stop doing that because we have to train people how to act right. Same way women have to train dudes how to act right in a relationship. We got to train them how to act right in a relationship too and in society. And as soon as men grow a backbone and start calling this shit out, I think a lot of this shit have changed because these ladies are out of order. These ladies are out of order. And I can say that these dudes are out of order too. We got a lot of sensitive ass dudes running around here. But the ones that, y'all know the circle that we run in, we got to control that. And from what I can see, Tory Lanez about to walk. He about to walk because I don't think Tory Lanez did anything wrong. That's my final thoughts.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm with you on that, man. I think what's crazy, because I seen this conversation a lot. Me and a couple of people I'm close to had a conversation about this when the Meg and Tory story broke and other things came out. A lot of people are just taking her side. Men too. So when I hear a person like that, Big Shirley chick, Yama nigga talk the bullshit she talked, and then when you had the little moist nigga, Omarion nigga with his little soft sweater on come up to speak, they don't acknowledge black men like him. They don't. Because if they did, they wouldn't say that. They wouldn't say black men are the problem. You would at least say there are certain black men that are the problem that we got to get out of our community. And we know that. We know it's certain dudes that's going to come at us in certain ways that we're going to have to move them out the way. And that's some serious shit, whether people want to talk about it or not. But a lot of these black women are saying that. You got to look at around your house. Because some of them black men that you talking about too, as well as us, might be some of your sons. Some of your brothers, uncles, homeboys. You can't say that and you got fuck boys all around you. And then when we come to your doorstep, like, hey, tell them pussy ass niggas come out here. They got to go too. No, them my child, not my son. Them my brothers, not my brother. So how can we move them and get them out of the community when you raising some of them?
Facts.
It's nothing we can do. You have to do it on your own. You are an adult. You chose to do what you did outside of a man's leadership and having a wedding ring on your fucking finger. Don't ask every black man to come and be responsible for the shit that you fucked up. The niggas you fuck or the children that you birthed. Don't blame us for that. It's not on us. It's on you to take responsibility. I'm tired of seeing my brothers losing their lives or freedom, running behind some ain't nothing ass, ratchet ass bitch. That's what we got to stop doing. You got to stop running behind females. We the leaders. When a woman wrong, like Jay say, put your motherfucking foot down and hold it.
Well, like Kevin said, keep your foot on their neck.
And if we ain't gonna do that, don't get mad because the community is gonna stay the same way, and we're gonna keep seeing intelligent black people. We're gonna see upward moving black people, mobile black people that want something in their life keep leaving our communities. And I don't blame a lot of them. I can't. I'm not gonna get mad because Dion was like, I gotta go. He said I spoke to the Lord. He told me it's time to go. He brought me in to do what I had to do. Now I'm out of here. And they didn't like that shit. But where was y'all to make sure that man got his stuff back when they was breaking into his office, when they broke into his truck, when they broke into his son's truck, when that Jackson State wasn't giving him what was owed and due to him that he earned tenfold? We got to stop this bullshit narrative that it's all black men. It's certain black men, and for them certain black females, like Kevin said, let them die alone. This has been your boy JTL, aka Op from the Norm. Before we get out of here real quick, Rob, let them know where to find you at.
Yeah, man, you can find me at What We Know Podcast. You know, also Sports Talk with Rob. Yeah, man, it was a good show, man. You know, hey, Tori good. Meg, if I'm Tori, I hope he sue that motherfucker.
Sue her ass cheeks off.
For real. I'm taking everything I lost back.
You feel me? I'm back like I left something. Jay, let them know what's up with you, where to find you at.
Oh yeah. What We Know Podcast, Sports Talk with Rob. You know, shit. Good show, bro.
Appreciate that. Yeah, JVJ, go ahead and let them know what to find you at.
Well, y'all know y'all can find me over on Let's Talk with JVJ. Y'all can find me over here on Saturdays doing the show on the JVJ Network. Also, look, y'all, I'm creating a backup clips channel. I'm going to start linking that shit in videos. I want y'all to make sure y'all go over there and sub up for the next time one of these hyenas go and flag my channel and YouTube just abruptly just takes me down for no goddamn reason. We have a backup because I don't want to have to come to the network to do a backup. So I'll start linking that stuff. And you can catch us on Tuesdays, J Talk Sports. Me and Rob be doing that up. We cover the NFL. We about to start covering NBA because the NFL season's about to come to a close. But
NBA.
Yeah, and I mean I be gaming too. I forgot about the gaming channel, man. I be gaming. Grace, you can't show up for none of my gaming games no more because I lose every time you come. You actually might be a curse. But yeah, I be gaming on Saturdays in the morning. So if y'all into that type of stuff, check me out over there. But yeah, that's all I got.
For sure. And this is your boy Out from the North 18. Make sure you go to Out from the North 18. Subscribe if you haven't got a chance yet. This replay will be on my channel tomorrow. So glad y'all came. Show your boy some love. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to come here and fuck with us. And we appreciate that here at the JVJ Network. So every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, make sure you come check us out over here on the JVJ Network. Out from the North 18 is my main page. I'm dropping videos every damn day. So make sure y'all go over there and holler at your boy. So until next time. Chill!
Bring forth life. Man planted seed. Okay? So,
if you want, man, I remember I used to go out with I used to take an ugly chick out with me on purpose. Just to get other chicks.
A lot of these women choose men who are weaker or choose men who are fuckboys and then complain about the very same
want them to be an alpha male and all this dumbass shit.
And you into doing something, you gotta be careful about that type of shit. Jay, what you writing over there? You trying to steal another idea? You stealing another idea? Tell the truth, ain't you?
Nah, I just came up with an idea.
Somebody said,
it has nothing to do with that.